Look at this, guys. It didn't break. We have a game.
Yeah, my plants are doing well. They suffer a little bit sometimes. That's a lot of voice lines and tipping and all chatting. What the hell is happening right now? They do struggle a bit sometimes when I go away and aren't able to look after them for long periods of time. But generally speaking, they're fine. Good lord. Okay, everybody tipped. Everybody voice lined. Everybody just a diarrhea of just communication right there. So
that's if Reddit had voice chat. That's exactly what you'd be hearing.
yeah. Shout out to Antares for throwing out the extra super duper long voice line from him. Yeah, there you go.
It is very good.
Thanks for that pass. Yeah. It's kind of started this whole thing off of just constant yap.
I feel like everyone should have been quiet so we could have listened to the voice line. I think it was quite selfish of all the players to do it, but Dahak, by himself, having a bit of a scuffle. Oh, and Eki missing the cogs. Oh, and Dahak not knowing the trees are there.
Eki using the blood grenade to try to get himself back with the axes connecting. Is he gonna live? No, Eki's gonna kill him. Dahak will fall for your first blood.
I feel like Dahak was alive there. Like he got pushed out by the cogs, didn't understand the tree patterns, ran into a blocked area, and kind of killed himself. Yeah, that was weird. But either way, first blood to AVULUS. They shall be happy. Is Abed playing on ping, or is he playing on... No, he's not playing on ping. He's got 21 ping. Whew! Very scary.
Which draft are you favoring, by the way?
I'm leaning Dyers. There's something just so simplistic about their heroes, where they've got wave shove and team fight, pick off potential. I really enjoy the idea of 2 high damage dealing supports. Like Fly on the Enchantress, he's gone for Spellbound to ensure that he has extra range as well. Like we're going to be seeing the right-clicking Enchantress, like, not like Kadara's one earlier where he's playing on heal and utility.
It's always more fun, has to be said.
But you do have to respect the fact that AVULUS, in themselves, they have quite a tanky lineup, right? Void Spirit can get quite tanky with the barriers. You've got Primal Beast with BKB Refresher, Shivas, Troll Warlord with his Battle Trance. There is ways for AVULUS to combat the teamfighter VP, but as always, you need to have good initiation, vision, teamfight, all the fun things.
I'm going for Virtus.pro as well because they have 4 level 30 heroes they picked for themselves. So,
Let's see. But there is one on AVULUS, and it is the carry. That's quite important.
That is true.
How long do you think it will be until people start memeing the Bulba drafts? Or do you think it's like eternal? I mean, for this team at least, right? Because like for Shopify, there was constant, right? But VP's a newer team that maybe there's like a honeymoon period where it doesn't happen.
I forgot Bulba's in this one as well. That's yeah. Adding to my point about too many voices in this team, that's that's a lot. I think at this point they don't actually have like a captain or draft or anything. It's just a democracy, and probably Antares just chilling in the background listening to his music.
Yeah, to be fair, every player bar Antares at some point has captained or been a leader of a team in their history. So yeah, it will be an interesting one if they do something like the true sight listenings.
Yeah.
Like mid-game, they're debating and doing like a democratic vote. How many yays for ganking? We have 3 yays. Fly has stepped up.
He certainly has. He may be regretting doing that, but yeah, that's it. Antares TPing in for this one, trying to help out, and Eki's going to be the one to drop instead. So they will get the return kill instead, and Tomato is able to pick up the last hit on the hero as well. So gets himself ever closer towards that Helm of the Dominator.
Yeah, a really nice TP, especially because the bot lane, the lane was pushed underneath the off-lane tower, so the hack wasn't really getting pressured, which means like that TP from Scarif Mage isn't punished. He is going to be scouting out the Clockwork TP. There's no wards or sentries available in Nantara, so it's not as if he's going to be, blocking any stacks or doing anything here. He's just kind of roaming the map. You could argue the sky is now slightly lost, especially because helping with the water rune. Oh, and he has Clarity Mango.
Yeah. Plenty of mana.
This is potentially going to be a problem for VP where the hacker's getting pressured, still getting the odd bit of XP, but not CSing as confidently as he'd want to be. So Antares is going to need to try and find kills or rune contest or something, because right now he's only level 2 and not feeling too good.
Yeah. This is the Antera Scarather. It's kind of a classic where he just kind of roams around the map for most of the game. Usually he does end up finding some way to play into it now. Going for Lorinov here very aggressively. In fact, I believe that was even a blood grenade from Arbed, but Janta's here in the neighborhood as well. Arbed's got to be a little careful about this one. Heal coming out means that Lorinov is going to be okay. Eki coming in from the side as well, meaning Antares has to step himself back. I'm surprised with all this roaming that Antares doesn't even bother to go for the Windlace even, just to be a bit more efficient.
Yeah, he shipped out Clarity and Mangoes earlier to feel like he could just at least have resources, but I don't think he anticipated wanting to TP around the map. It just kind of naturally happened. He saw the chance to get a kill, open up the game for his team, and the hack actually isn't as pressured as expected. Sorry, I can't speak. Fly coming through the twin gate. Nice rotation.
That's very good indeed, and that's going to take down Smiling Knight. Big kill picked up here for Virtus.pro.
And it all happens because, it's funny enough, because of Antares, right? He goes to mid, force out the Warlock TP, then he runs to bottom instantly, whilst the Warlock's stuck mid. Fly takes that read, understands that the support's not there, he takes the twin gate. So nice communication between the three of them to identify when you can apply that pressure and get the kill. Trying to kill Lorinov
This
here.
is very low on Lorinov here. Can the damage come through though? It won't. It won't be enough to finish him off. Lorinov lives. Eki back himself off as well. Arbed very deep in here, but he's got the coil, so he's going to use it and get the kill into Eki. Lorinov still waiting to heal on the side. Full mana, but not much in the way of spells, and certainly nowhere close to 6, so won't really be able to contribute a whole lot to this fight. Will be Virtus.pro getting the win once again.
Yeah, oh, and a pause. Reason, please, Arbed?
Yes, place the
Yeah,
reason
the
in
game.
all chat.
Mosquito gank.
Is that
Interesting.
listed in the reasons of pauses?
Interesting.
Throw the rulebook at them.
Imagine if the admin was like unacceptable, and then you go to like player cam, and it's just
10 mosquitoes.
one Arbed versus 1,000 mosquitoes. Who wins? Yeah. There's Bulba running into the room, just
Swatting them in the face.
actually, now that would be illegal. Coach can't get me in the room.
True. So, Smiling Knight not going for anything really interesting. No Helm on Troll or anything like that. Just straight up Battle Fury.
He knows that he needs to be like the carry of the game, and Troll doesn't need to mess around with anything. Battle Fury with Whirling Axe is plenty of farm speed. But of course, Tomato, he's having such a great game. Void already 4k net
Fantastic.
worth. I'm rounding, but it sounds better for the cast. And at any minute, if he wants to TP to a tier 1 tower,
Oh, wait a minute, T
throw down a
Governor.
chrono. And what's
It's
up?
tomato with a tomato. That's this is pretty special. Tomato has a tomato creep. It's just enjoy it.
How many games have we cast today, Nomad?
Probably not enough for me to be making jokes like this, but
Okay.
jump in. Coil snaps. Everybody's fine. It's Fly who goes down. Arena comes out. Ooh, the Pulverize instantly cancelled by Arbed. So Saberlight off the mark a little bit. That one and a Chrono coming down. Beautifully landed there. Lorenov and Eki gone straight away. Now they look for Janter as well. And Tomato will eventually be able to run this guy down as well. Yeah, give him a tip. Absolutely. He deserves it. Tomato coming in and continuing to make his presence felt in this game. Okay, Janta, he gets to get the deny as well. Yes, he does. All right, okay, Janta just kind of owning them there.
Excellent work, Arbed. But of course, the way that VP take that fight, they just use all the team fight. Throw down the arena. It kind of looked like they were splitting their damage a little bit, but because Tomato identifies the fact that he can TP to outpost, get the chrono. If he doesn't chrono there, it is incredibly awkward. They would have just ran away. So yeah. Nice rotation from Void, but he waited to see, I know I'm going to get a kill. That's when he TPs, and that is a critical thing for the Void. And Fly, he was the first one to die bottom, goes top, dies again. He needs to be careful. He can pretty much die to Troll or Primal, especially even the Voicewear actually. Until you get higher levels, what kind of food this game?
It's just so different to the Faceless Voids we've seen earlier in the tournament. All the other Voids have just been sort of AFK, not really chronoing anything, not really doing a whole lot. But I guess when you have this kind of start, it's kind of important that you do join in and kind of contribute. So, AVULUS, what is their timing? What are they looking towards? When do they want to really come online? Saberlight, he's looking for the Blink Dagger. Pretty far away for him, though. Troll, of course, going for the... Oh, hold on, the hack. Making some moves down on the bottom side, and by moves, I mean dying. Chaotic offering available as well from the Warlock as well. Oh, yeah. He's in trouble. Can Arbed, can Primal help him? Nope, Arbed will get the kill. Saber wanted to come in with the onslaught to try to disrupt that, but unfortunately just got insta-silenced by Arbed once again.
Yeah, to answer your question about what does AVULUS want to do, it feels like they need to take one fight where they are able to survive an arena plus coil or arena plus chrono, and then turn it around with fatal bonds, battle chance. Of course, killing Fly 3 times in a row also feels pretty good.
Yeah,
maybe even Antares here. With a haste rune.
Antares wanted to 6 so badly. It would make such a big impact for this game at the moment. Oh, Tomato turning up. Another day, another Chrono Sphere. And his Sensor shooting around inside that Chrono as well. And they will be able to kill off Saberlight together. Arbed grabbing that kill. They've left behind a Golem, which she probably shouldn't let die. And yeah, Janto will micro it nicely to keep it alive. It will just time out without giving away its bounty.
Just the rotation of Tomato. Every time he appears and he's getting a kill, that is exactly what you want to see from a Void. Sometimes they don't connect, they don't get the damage, but this feels like a classic Void from the old days, right? Where it's you have Chrono, tell your team to make a move, you're going to be behind them, you get the kill, instantly back to farming. It's kind of like rule 1 of Dota when you first started playing. It's exactly what you got told. Watch out for the Void.
Yeah, that's true actually. I remember my very first game was like there was a Faceless Void just going around chroning everything and us being like, well, all can do is die.
You compare that, for example, like to Nande, right? Like, he's very different. He was farming, didn't want to really use Chrono at all. He waits. I think it was like level 12 we saw the first one. Tomato, what, 3, 4 Chronos so far, and really ensuring that he's pushing his team forward.
Yep. Utilizing the fact that your Helm of the Dominator creep gets to join you in the Chrono as well.
Very scary. Wasn't there like an iconic play where Arme chronoed and then he like did a full 360 like around a remnant to then go and kill the guy?
Yeah, that was during the China DPC, I think.
Yeah.
I think I was
We're going to see potentially the same here. Yeah, we're going to have Tomato and Chrono, and then he's going to just yeet the Dominator creep to tank it instead. Not as cool though, but
not quite, but we'll take it.
All right, Primal Beast has the Blink Dagger. What can he do with the Blink though? It's kind of a scary game for the Primal, right? You miss Blink and oh god, Yanta. Hey, this is my tower. He's taking a page out of Kaori's book. Meanwhile, Troll.
I like how Loranov is pinging to attack it. It's like, bro, I think Janta knows. I think he's doing that. Yeah. Ooh, it might be a mistake here from the Faceless Boy. Tomato tries to come in and defend this one and just gets instantly evaporated, turned into cheese. Bye-bye, buddy.
Great spray placement.
That's a lovely one.
How did the spray generate... Wait, hold on a second. So somehow, based on that tree position, he's now got another eye. He's got 3 eyes based on the spray.
Yeah, because the tree gun comes towards us on like the x-axis, right? Even though it's going up in the z-axis. So we're seeing the underside of the tree, kind of. So I get it.
He looks like a beetle now, actually. Anyway. Tomato died. I feel like the spray distracted me from the fact that Tomato did just TP into a golem and disappear. Yeah.
No, he got blended, that is for sure.
He has rewarded himself though. He dies mid, instantly goes to like the safest part of the map for a carry to farm.
Yeah, you've earned it, buddy. Had some active plays. You have one Upsy. It's time to chill for a bit. Although, that being said, chrono opportunity here, maybe, and he is going to throw it down. At the very least, he can get a bit of damage out onto the Clockwork, but maybe saves Fly in the process. Clockwork is going to fall. Eki is dead. Now they move to Saberlight as well, and with the Terrans joining the fray, they can kill Saberlight off with ease. Tomato straight back into the mix. Sees an opportunity. He doesn't stay in the jungle long, this man.
Yeah, Fly was food in the early game, right? But as the game progresses, he's gone for straight drum, no boots. He's got fluffy hat, wand, even got brawny on his enchantment. Like, he's got all these little things that will ensure that he buys additional time. That's all the Enchantress needs to do this game. Buy time. Soak up the fight. If you want to waste a hookshot from a clock or an astral step from Void Spirit, it means the next arena, the next chrono coil will be much easier to connect on. And yeah. So what's so scary about a good Enchantress player? It's just your positioning and ability to do so much.
They wanted to set up in mid, but Saberlight showed, and I think they also saw Eki on the side, so they thought, yeah, maybe not. A little too spicy.
Yeah, for AVULUS though to play around, they do have the Aghanims very soon. 50 gold away for Loranov. If you get a silence, it will protect the Primal Beast. Because there's this like awkward point in the game right now where it's like Void Spirit jumps in. If he can silence a Mars or a Void or even the Puck, it means that additional control will give Saberlight the chance to actually get off a Pulverize. If Void Spirit doesn't help the Primal won't have a game. Like, you cannot expect Saberlight to actually get a full Pulverize off. There's so many ways to cancel it. Also, so many ways to cancel it without putting yourself in danger. Right, you've got Ancient Seal,
like
you've got Chrono, Spear. What don't you like, sorry?
They used Pulverize, they also broke a smoke on the Croaker. And then Tomato just resummoned. But maybe they get Tomato himself here now. Do they have that Pulverize back at all? Well, they do, but they don't need it. They'll take him down anyway. Tomato, another death.
He's still playing the area, and he just doesn't have the vision out here to help him. So he's kind of walking in the darkness. Abed and Antares are trying to find a kill, but there's no one down here. Smiling Knight is farming very defensively behind that wall of pickoff. Smiling Knight's ensuring that he slots in behind it. Yeah, 2 pretty big deaths for Tomato after having an exceptional start to the game. Got to be careful. These are the deaths that suddenly mean, oh, Primal's close to a BKB. And saying that, yeah, he's a recipe away from a BKB. He got 409 gold from killing Tomato, 90 gold from killing the tower. Who killed Tomato the last time? It was Janta who killed him, so okay.
Good old goleming.
Okay.
Goodness.
You had to clearly watch Kaori replays, you know? My guy, when remember the
Yeah.
the TI qualifiers, when before Navi Junior became Navi, Kaori he had like a foot pedal for Golem. That was go, go, go.
Yeah, I think Chaotic Offering may have been the most used spell in that game.
There's a bristle back in there too, it was crazy.
Yeah. Okay, Skyrath Mage with a Helm of the Dominator. Cool. I guess this is just my team doesn't have a way to push lanes very deeply, generally speaking, so I'll just grab another Helm. Why not? Good farm. It's interesting that he's actually holding his creep on the bottom wave because he doesn't want to reveal that he's smoked, and he feels like if someone might be watching that bottom wave if he sends his creep there to start attacking it.
Mm-hmm.
Very high level.
With Scarif Major, it's like he is just a level dependent hero. Items are a novelty. Like Eighth Lens, woo, cast range, wow. Glimmer, sure, but like if you want to invest in a Helmet Dominator, pushing one wave when you're a team fight lineup is really, really important. Often team fight lineups, they have to show on the wave, reveal their position, that gives information to the enemy team, and then you got to then smoke up, make the move. It's a lot of time and resources, and if you don't do it correctly, you can just be dodged for a long period of time.
Bottom lane. Like Smiling Knight's dealt with one creep, and then
there's another one coming in.
Another one.
But this is what I mean, right? Like the fact is they're doing this, it means off map they can find initiations.
Ooh, top.
Like this.
There's a big fight going on over the middle lane as the arena and the Chronosphere has been used. Everything dropped onto Lorinov, including the Mystic Flare, to kill him off. The Hack dies in response, though. Now Saberlight running away from Tornado. He's under the cover of his BKB, and Blink Dagger is going to be available in just a second. Now cancelled out by Fly. Abed coming over from the side as well. It looks like Saberlight may not be able to make it out of this one. Roche not willing to help him out at all. Saberlight is just going to go down. Janta turns up for this one. I'm not sure he's should be wanting to do that. And Champ's going to take off the Glimmer, but he TPs himself out to safety, like he did on this side.
Yeah, it honestly feels like we were talking about this bottom creep. Maybe even Avulus were doing it as well. Like, guys, there's a bottom creep, and then at the same time, it's like, wait a sec, we're also getting jumped middle.
I do want to know, though, what was the idea with this helm? Because he didn't take the wave with the helm. He stacked the wave to make a double wave down here in the bottom side.
Okay, well, simple answer. A core's going to TP and farm it.
Yeah.
Guess who TP'd? He is a core player. I was trying to see if I could word it in a way where he's like a greedy guy, but I couldn't find the word for anything. Anyway, moving on. The Hack gets the wave. Happy days.
Yep, good stuff. The least greedy way to see a helm I've ever seen. Good job, Antares. A little bit of, just expanding on an idea. Always cool. Smiling Knight gonna go get started on the Tormentor.
Yeah, interesting actually that they bring more heroes. With Troll Warlord, you can solo it, but they are trading Roshan for it.
Yeah, that's not a good trade. It's not a good trade. Although, Shard permanent, Aegis temporary. There you go.
But Aegis is an investment in which if you utilize it correctly and sell it at the right moment, sell being use it, then it could maybe profit more than the permanent edition of a shard.
Damn, you should be one of those guys which has a Patreon account for selling financial advice.
Yep.
It's,
Exclamation mark unlucky. Join today.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, wait, you can't do that anymore. But still. Type it in chat, you'll get a free coupon.
Yeah, free video. Let's get you started on your investment journey with T-Governor.
Oh, yeah. Dude, imagine if the Dota economics was based on like the majority of people buying stuff. Like, there's that pub in Germany where it's like, who cares? Clock's dying.
The
but
beer
it's like
stock market.
the beer prices are based on how much they buy or sell certain, buy certain beers. You're just in Dota. Just go look at you know, Salve. Salve costs 2,000 gold. So I wouldn't mind that for one day, like an April Fool's Day or something.
Just ruin Dota for a day.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I still think like it'd be hype for one day. Just bring back, you know, Mango Tree and Iron Talon as a purchasable item. Bring back the side shops, but just one day. Just have like a festival of nostalgia.
That would be good.
And they can just go away. Yeah. Or it can be a certain queue mode if you really want, not to ruin people's ranked
No,
games.
No. Put it in the ranked game.
But I honestly wouldn't be opposed to it. It's like, imagine you play like a
double
Crown
Crocus in the bottom lane.
That's a lot of croak.
They are. Tower is gone. Up to the high ground, the Crocus go. Oh, never mind. Replaced with the Dark Troll Summoner.
Yeah, the game has slowed down ever so slightly. Again, this does favor VP as they continue to scale.
Yeah,
Is that a
having a
Manta
good time.
complete on the Void? No, I'm just delusional. No, he does have Manta.
Antares... Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, very farmed.
Antares is looking for a Helm of Overlord.
For
Yeah.
full helm, yeah.
To be fair, there are actually some really cool ancients to play around. There's like cooldown reduction. There's also HP bonuses. There are ways to use the ancients.
A more efficient Octarine, basically.
Yeah, more efficient. I think what the percentage of the creep, if I remember correctly, is like 14%. I think.
Max level, yeah, it's 10
Yeah.
minimum level, 14 at max level. Currently level 2.
Yo, that's good, but that's a team-based Octarine, so
That's true.
Cooldown reduction. Yeah, conceptually, yeah, quite nice. Ooh, the hack might find literally everyone.
Or he might dodge them all. No, he's been found, and well, Pulverize coming out. He is going to be... Oh, Chronosphere in the back. Lands the hack still alive for now. Does get the arena off, but does go down. Flyer running around as Lorinov having to break the coil. He's got the BKB though, so he's going to be okay. Janter, however, will not. Didn't get a chance to use that Golem. A big team fight spell for them. Commander running across, looking at Smiling Knight. It's a carry-on-carry fight right now, but Smiling Knight's pretty separated from his team, so he's going to jump back over to the Radiant side of the map and get himself to safety.
To be fair, again, the hack had an opportunity to react. It was for a split second, but they talked down the corner. They found him. He instantly gets stunned up, and then AVULUS was able to kind of just survive all the spells, right? Especially because the Voice Spirit has a BKB. If he didn't have BKB, he would have died to the coil. 100%. And yeah, VP will just split up. The hack dies. Void Puck tries to kill Void. He BKBs, and yeah. The fight slowly fades, and that might be an alarm bell for VP, right? In the back of their minds, it's like, if we don't team fight cleanly, if we're not arenaing a hero, if we're not killing Cychrono, are we able to continue the fight? Because the sustainability of AVULUS, they can take a secondary fight, right? Like Void Spirit's very good at skirmishing, Troll's going to be able to just run you down, Primal Beast in the future is going to have a refresher. I feel like VP are going to have to clean up some of their initiations to ensure this game doesn't get ever so complicated. I mean, it also just gets easier if the hack. And it sounds like I'm potentially going to be rude here, but like the hack hasn't really done much, right, for VP. Like we've seen good coils, good chronos, we've seen the supports, but like, the hack's had quite a quiet game. So at any minute, if he wants to step up, then that could offset a lot of things.
Yeah, jumps in, doesn't quite land the spear there, but Tomato getting busy onto Lorinov once again. Lorinov popping the BKB, but he can't get out. He's got no cooldown. Zeki also in trouble on the low ground. They'll take down him as well as the Golem. So much money coming in for Tomato from this fight so far. Big connects onto Janter as well. Janter's also gonna get dropped. It's a double kill for Tomato. 3 heroes on the side of AVULUS. They can't seem to find a place to play the game.
And as I asked for the hack to stand up into the game, he gets a beautiful arena from the low ground. Also TP Council, making the steps to assisting the team. But yeah, you can see the difference, right? When AVULUS initiate but don't cleanly get a kill, the chase down, the when like, it's just simple. Team fight spells connecting together in unison, heroes are gonna die.
Absolutely.
Saberlight looking to try and steal the wisdom. He's on top of it for now. The hack then takes it back. Oh, he's gonna be able to BKB TP now.
Well,
oh no, there's a chrono.
Oh, okay. Well, chrono used. Pulverize, never mind. God's rebuke. Just making sure Tomato doesn't get the kill. Pulverize is a cool ability.
It's a cool ability because you have to help the guy that's getting pulverized, and the AoE is so annoyingly big that you're like, I'm sorry. Forgive me for getting too close to this. Stun, stun, stun. Yeah.
I like it. It's one of those rare abilities which is like really in keeping with the theme of the hero. Really cool to look at. Like it's, you know, you always know it's being used. It's got like really nice sound design and visual design, and also pretty interesting as a function in the game as well. Smiling Knight on a very long jump here. The smoke now running out, and he does get seen, pinged out by Dahak. There is no chrono, so that's why they want to fight at the moment. Of course, Smiling Knight with the BKB, looking to try to do something. It's hard work, though.
Scouting with the orb. They are going to see two heroes.
Yeah, this is big. Arena coming down. They're going to have to use this BKB on Lorinov here, and he will do so to get himself out. Kills off the tomato creep on his way through. Smiling Knight getting used up for the time being. I mean, he's got a BKB and an ulti should he wants it, but he's not going to get a chance to use it right now. No, he does. He turns out the other side and does get it off, but now they turn onto Tomato. Tomato gets taken out. Now they're going towards Fly. Fly, well, he's lasting a little bit longer than Tomato here, but will eventually be falling as well, or maybe not. Silence out on to the Void Spirit here, but he's going to be okay. It's the part that needs to run. The entirety of VP trying to escape from this one right now, but it's Hateris who gets left behind. He will die. The hack now needs to also get himself away. He's got the Blink Dagger in just a second. Blink away under the cover of the BKB. He may just escape this yet. Eki, he's got a hook shot in 8 seconds, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Creep waves in the way. 4 seconds.
Still chasing. He hit the rock.
Ooh, he did hit the rock. The hack turns around with the God's Rebuke, with the spear. The hook shot's there as well, but there's a 4-star from Fly to get the hack out of danger, and that will put an end to this chase.
VP, once again, Tomato, he jumps in. He's had a couple of these moments in the game where he jumps in, thinking he's tankier than he expects, but, you know, what, Chrono's on cooldown for 18 seconds, and on top of that, the Troll, he'd already locked onto the Void. He hits the Battle Trance, ensnare, bashes, hundreds of zeros of Void. Primal Beast overstays his welcome though in the jungle. Arbed is beyond godlike. We haven't even mentioned him being 10-0 8 yet. The Blink, the Octarine, the Witchblade. Yeah, very sorry, but he's popping off where other players on VP are having a couple, you know, slight little problems. Arbed is the constant factor for the team. It is good to see Arbed back competing.
Yeah, definitely.
There are certain players that I feel like need to compete. I feel for the sake of like when you load up to a tournament, you're like, oh, I'll bet, okay. Like
Yeah, it's a name everyone knows.
Yeah,
that is for sure.
What
Always
the hell is
been,
Fly doing? Jesus, sorry.
What's he up to? Our little Fly.
No, Fly was right clicking, but his spear just bugged out, so it looked really confusing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Okay,
Well, we're going to try and go for a Roche here, but of course the Raw's going to come out.
The hack's
AVULUS, they
BKB
just
in the mid lane.
need to delay.
Yeah. They're all on different pages, it seems. Like the hack Speaky being mid, Tomato's hitting Roshan. Now Arbed's here. Okay, smoking up.
No,
They do have all their spells, and they're doing a really long wraparound. They're sending in the summon creeps. Tomato checking for the high ground. He sees Eki. Meanwhile, Antares pushing mid with the Golem. They're doing such a deep wraparound. They should be able to find someone, but this creep from Fly might give it away.
Yeah,
See
maybe.
Saberlight.
Blink away. Voronov waiting on the sidelines here and using the illusion rune, which means that they've actually just bait out the coil onto 2 illusions. That's really nicely done from Lorinov. Eki, though, he's in trouble, getting beaten down by Tomato. Lorinov, be a little bit careful here. You don't want to get chronoed, I don't think, but maybe he does. Who am I to say? Eki getting beaten up. There's Saberlight looking for an entry point. Oh, they might have just found Lorinov. He's got to back himself away. Takes a lot of damage from that Mystic Flare. Smiling Knight is trying to take down the Skywrath Mage. The Smiling Knight, he's kind of low. Still has himself this battle trance. It really is on Tomato here to try to land the chrono onto Smiling Knight. He's trying to bait him, see if he can make him use a battle trance, but Smiling Knight is just not willing to do so.
Yeah, the initiations of that fight, VP, they wrap around the corner, they see the primal, but they don't connect. And then, yeah, as you mentioned, they get a coil onto the illusion, not actually connecting on the voice break. You know, sure, he's got BKB, he would just be able to walk it off, but still, things just not really connecting as they wanted. Even the arena, they arenaed the void to a cog, or I can't remember, or a wall. It didn't hit the wall of the arena, which meant he was taking less damage. AVULUS are conceding Roshan. It seems like they're just walking away. There's an amp damage rune denied by Yanta. 5,000 gold for VP. This is where it's like, AVULUS to win a fight, they have to do so much, right? It's, you know, kite out a spell, survive this, enable troll to get onto the void. They have to do so much. Meanwhile, for VP, it's see hero, press button together. The fight construct is very, very different between the two teams, and that's where you do have to give props to AVULUS for, you know, being able to survive so many of these team fights where other teams would have probably crumbled at this point to the amount of pressure that VP's lineup can bring. Of course, Arbed with the gem, sorry, is dewarding as well. Got Parasma
all over the place.
looking towards the BKB.
Feeling like Arbed's just not going to die this game.
Oh, you
10-0-10
jinxed it now.
right
He's going to die 7 times. You've cursed
Maybe.
it. He's going to finish the game
I don't
10,
think
7, and 10 now because of what you just said.
10-10-10.
10, 10.
I'm a little bit sad that Antares didn't even consider going for Aghanims this game, because I feel like double Mystic Flare inside Chrono would have been pretty cool.
But also a Lotus Orb to stop Primal Beast pulverizing,
Boring.
or a Future Abyssal could be quite cool. But
Boring.
yes, it is not that fun. Yeah, it's alright.
BKB from Smiling Knight. Actually using the opportunity to turn around onto Tomato. So Tomato's going to have to Chrono this, and he didn't quite get out of the Battle Trance in time, so Smiling Knight is going to go down.
Yeah.
It's all about being unpredictable. Okay, thank you, Antares.
Shh. You gotta listen to it.
I'm going to go for it. It's so long.
Oh well, he's declared they've won the game. Nice.
Good stuff.
I respect that he only used it in this game at the very start, and then when he killed a troll at like a deciding 36-minute part in the game, right? Like that's, like he's holding that line to only the premium moments, it seems.
That's true. He's a connoisseur.
Yes.
Tomato now with the Scardy heading up to the high ground. Getting conked in the face, bounces back down again.
That's Tomato going up to the high ground. Smiling Knight wishes he could go to the high ground.
He does. He's in the high ground, the highest ground there is. Heaven. 30 more seconds.
And he should be born again. The combat VP.
Well, Tomato. That's actually kind of baiting this one. I love it when Voids do that, when they like keep time walking in and jumping out with the shard, and then eventually they just go, just kidding, I'm actually just staying in this time and killing you. It's so unexpected. Rock. Doesn't stop it.
No.
So like trying to mess around with Tomato a bit. You got to be precasting that pulverize when he goes for these time walks. It's the only way to get him.
But he has Lincolns, so you gotta precast it and have an ally to pop it.
No, he's got a Yules, just precast ally Yules and pulverize. Done. Alright, here we go. They pop the Lincolns. They go for the pulverize. They need to try and take him down here. And of course, this is just his first life, and he's still going to get the time walk away. He is not dead yet on Tomato, but maybe he will be. There's a big fatal bond coming out onto just about everybody, allowing them to take down both the Hack and Fly. Really good fight so far from AVULUS. And Terra is struggling in the backlands against Lorinov. The Chrono comes out onto Smiling Knight, but do they have the damage? Abed is trying his best, but the Rock actually catches onto the Faceless Void, saving Smiling Knight here. The Hack back though. He's brought into this one, but the pulverize coming on down, allowing Smiling Knight to keep on fighting. Smiling Knight is not stopping this fight, but he is going to get killed. He doesn't have a buyback. That is 100 seconds in heaven for him. But on the backside, it's bouncing around a little bit. Lorinov will go to escape. Hook shot in onto Abed. Orchid's there as well. Saberlight comes in for this one as well. They kill off Abed. That is the first time they've been able to kill this guy. Is it going to make a difference to this fight, though? Heals into the Remnant, slowing down Tomato, but he's just going to keep on trying to find these targets. She keep on running at Eki. Jamsa considers placing down some soup, but then quickly changes his mind as Tomato does a JK once again. With that, I think we might be hitting the reset button. As much as Tomato keeps poking and prodding and trying to be annoying, I think this fight is over, and we can sort of start to do the post-mortem here, T.
I think the AVULUS, they thought they were a lot stronger, right? Because Troll, being level 25, having the stronger spell, he thought he could just run in with no cares. Beforehand, he'd die inside the Chrono. This time, maybe not. But the fact that you have to use your ultimate just to survive means you don't have the big burst of, or the big buff-ups of Battle Trance against the Void outside of the Chrono. So, yeah, it's like conceptually sounded cool, but in hindsight, it really hinders your damage output. And the rest of the fight was just VP kiting. Sure, Puck does die. Very, very good from AVULUS. But there is still that aura of, if you can kill the Puck, you then probably don't have enough resources to kill the Void. If you kill the Mars, yeah, actually Mars is pretty he's relatively easy to kill. I take that back, but yeah, killing the Void and the Puck, they are very, very elusive, very, very difficult to kill. Now a shard goes the way of Antares.
Alright, get some extra Arcane Bolts in here. Recently buffed to produce 3 Arcane Bolts. It's pretty good.
You got a refresher on Tomato, so double Chrono. Anything else that we're looking for? Not as of yet. Mars is relatively close to a Hex, but for AVULUS, it's about trying to get the Troll into a good position for the fight, right? You need to offer someone else up to soak the Chrono, but now there's 2 Chronos, it's even harder. Maybe even the Saberlight needs to go a bit crazy. I like the fact that he's thinking about Wind Waker, right? Like, as the fight progresses, if he can Wind Waker 1 Chrono, there's no nullifiers in play, then he can like soak the next one for his team.
Yeah,
that's a good way to start the fight. But 9-second BKB on Abed. He is ready to go. Big items now available with VP. This next fight, 8,000 gold lead. AVULUS though wrapping around.
It's a really good
onto
wrap.
the backlines. Can they find a good initiation? Smiling Knight, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so he still needs to walk into the fight on the Troll Warlord.
For my dinner, I had an enchilada, which was really, really good and tasty wrap, but this might be a better wrap than this one. They are going all the way through.
You've been holding on to that for 42 minutes.
Smoke up on AVULUS. They're going to go in, immediately find the Skywrath Mage. Taking him down might be good, but there's a Chrono coming out, and Lorinov has jumped straight into the middle of it. He's not taking too much damage. They focus everything on Saberlight, and Saberlight will die, but Antares instead as well. Buyback from Saberlight. He'll be back in a minute. Heals out on Smiling Knight. Smiling Knight needs to find a target, and he's just not getting on anyone. Stunned up on the sidelines. Eki's going to try and buff him up here. He's got himself the Glimmer. Tomato, just kidding, jumps out again. Saberlight still trying to mess around on the front here. And he's got the refresher. He's going to use it. Pulverize available, but no, it gets popped by the Lincolns of Tomato. And now there's another Chronosphere coming out from him, locking down Saberlight for a second time around. He's died back. Smiling Light finally forced to pop the ulti, but oh my god, the Outworld staff just sends him over towards the support instead. Winnie cannot stay on his target. He wants to kill this Void and finally gets upon him. Tomato, can he stand his ground against the Smiling Knight? I think he can. They're kiting him out wonderfully, and they'll kill him off, and that should be game. With 4 heroes dead, sure there's a buying back on the Troll Warlord, but it's feeling a little bit difficult this time. Tomato, he is heading up that high ground.
No, they're playing the fights with so much confidence. Even the fact that you start the engagement at this stage of the game, like, double chronos, you've got coils, and Ench right clicking the entire time. Skyroth Mage also throwing out. There's like so many things to deal with. The troll, he can't do it all. He's getting so kited. He is going to buy back though. He wants to try and prolong this game.
Yeah, they should stay in it a bit longer. Thought they might call it after that one, but with the sports coming back with the buyback on Smiling Knight.
But there's like so much kiting available, right? You've got the Spear of Mars, you have slows from the sky, you've got the little crippling crossbow from the Enchantress to throw into the mix, double chronos, coils. Like, it's not fun for troll. It's why you don't always see troll, right? Normally this pick is when you kind of identify the fact they can't perfectly lock you down as the game progresses. Like having any lockdown issues and playing into troll is a major problem, but poor old Smiling Knight, every fight he is just focused just beautifully by VP. Fly though, gotta be careful.
Yeah, he's looking a little bit dead. Hello? Unless...
He sproited back into the fog, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Fly. There we go. Finally dies. And now, could be Roche time. Smiling Knight.
Buyback. The hack is up in 10 seconds. He's kind of... The arena has been doing so much work in the fights as well, just containing the engagement. Roshan has roared.
Thank you. Arbed smoked around the back with Tomato. They're just going to have to keep on trying this and seeing what they can force. They can't keep going as they are, and now the Hex coming down onto Smiling Knight. Dahak, he levels this one beautifully, and with a Mystic Flare coming down, I'm not sure Smiling Knight's going to be able to come through it. He does pop the battle chance in the end here. What can he really do, though? The Aegis is down. Lorenov's the ones that pick it up, and actually they're getting really low on the side of Virtus.pro. Smiling Knight is chopping them to pieces right now. Dahak is dead. Tomato, though, Refresher, another Chrono coming down onto Smiling Knight, and this time he doth die. He's gone. And now even look towards the Refresher shot on the floor here, which I don't even know where that came from, but now Lorenov's going to be able to use that to try to turn the fight around, but Tomato's still just doing way too much. He looks low, but he's not. He's down through everyone. Refresher, Aegis, everything coming out here for Lorenov, but it's just not going to be enough. Silenced up, taken down. There we go. It'll be a triple kill for Tomato. Buybacks are coming from AVULUS, but I don't think there's anything left for them.
It was so close for AVULUS being able to win that fight, getting the Aegis and Lorenov. They didn't pick up the Refresher Shard, which again, eventually Lorenov got it as well, but yeah, the 25 talent on Troll is giving so much life to the fight. It's pressing it during the Chrono, kind of leaving the Chrono, then going to absolutely crazy in the fight, but it was just lacking that extra little stun for Void, that extra just something from AVULUS, be it a hook shot or a cog or a pulverized golem. They needed anything in that post chrono to be able to provide that additional stun. But of course, a lot of those spells have been used earlier on.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 heroes are alive behind the racks, trying their best to keep the game alive, but Primal and Troll are both dead for 50 seconds. Yeah, this is going to be
Fly's
GG.
Doing so much work as well. Yeah, there you are. Game number 1. It goes the way of Virtus.pro. They hold on in this one, and they are one step closer to qualifying for DreamLeague.
Yeah, it was a very methodical game, right? You can see how...
Oh,
there you go.
a much warmer. Stop the draft
That's
coming
right.
in. All right, continue.
Wow. No, it's windy. I can't hear you anymore.
Well, it's not because we shut the curtains down, T. Don't break
No,
the
you
immersion.
didn't you shut the curtains on your side. Oh, my curtains still open.
Curtains still open.
That's right. All right. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying. No, Medusa is in this game. It's like on 1v1, Medusa doesn't care about Sen with Butterfly. Medusa doesn't care about Lycan late game. Like, as long as you amplify the Medusa's position and she's not kited, there is a world where if you ignore Medusa, you execute the Mars, you execute the Snap, you execute the Co-op. Like, sure, Medusa can't fight then, right? But if VP play around her and enable her in the mid game, it is a very good pick. Skadi, Ags, Manta, etc. Pretty much any item build, to be fair, was pretty good this game. I think I would prefer to see Manta Butterfly into Skadi. That's probably the premium.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, Disperse is really good this game because of Decrep. There's so many good options actually for itemization for the old Deucer.
The old Deucer.
Let's see what they do. Yeah, the old Deucer.
Siphoning Ward on Janta. Okay. It's a different facet
that's the-
choice.
Nope, that's the one they always go for.
Oh, yeah, the other one's a towers thing, isn't it? That's a
Yeah.
cool one.
Nope, he went for the one that they always go for. You place it down, you get healed, gives Pugner the ability to just
No,
live longer in the
This,
fight.
this is a facet. Pugner receives 1.5% spell amplification per destroyed tower. Hell yeah.
Wow.
What a facet. How much can he get then? 1, 2, 3, 4.
That sounds like a facet topsman take from mid lane, just to like amp something else up in the game, and then suddenly everyone would be trying it, and it just wouldn't work out because it's that one game topsman, played and inspired.
You can get like 30-ish if you get every single tower in the game is destroyed, including both tier 4s. You can get like 30% spell amp, which is like, it doesn't
hearing
really
it.
feel that good, does it?
There we go. I feel it's like 5% or something. So then after your initial tier 1 towers, you were just absolutely cooking. And yeah, maybe, but
Pretty fun. Ah, well. Flight getting run at in the bottom lane. Nightmare going to be sending him back, and Fly is going to be able to get himself out. TP's back to the tower. We'll be absolutely fine.
also Medusa's. Oh, I didn't start with stick. Interesting. I know Batriders don't go for sticky level 1 nowadays. They go for flame break, but into Lycan, who's summoning wolves with the eventual flame break, it is quite nice to have 4 or 5 charges available. Saying that, Yanta tried to go for the kill top, and then the hack and Antares also turned it around.
Sorry, Abed nearly died mid. He had to
Ooh,
Fairy Fire to stay alive versus
Oh,
Lorinov.
he
And
blinked
now
in.
goes in for the rune, and TP's away, but no! Lorinov gets him! Abed's dead! Holy moly.
I mean, if he gets the TP, that's sick. But he doesn't. Lorinov just goes for the kill and able to refill his bottle. I mean, the logic for Abed there is blinking, get the water, TP back to tier 1, get the other water rune, then you crush the lane. But it didn't work out. Props to Lorinov. It's the confidence for Abed to try that. Yeah.
This is really, really awful for Abed. He's trying to blink back to lane. He will be able to at least get some of this wave, but
Yeah.
no.
He got 1 CS. That is rough.
Yeah.
God, mid
Well,
players.
You asked for Abed to be shut down at mid, and
Yeah.
through.
He did it himself.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, no, he really did. Cool idea. Poor execution. Unlucky. Bottom lane, it really is just going crazy down here. They're just constantly throwing shit at each other. Had a lot of kills down here as well at the moment. Looks like Fly. He's got 8 sticky napalm on him. He is just dead to that, right? Yeah, so like gets a right click and they do get that kill. Eki though will take some pretty heavy hits from the tower and from the Medusa in the meantime as well. Still trying to keep those 14 stacks on her. Tricky to go for anything here, but maybe they can actually. The tower immediately looks at Eki, but it doesn't matter. They'll bring it down regardless. Eki gets another one. That's how you do it. That's how you play Sticky Napalm Batrider.
Then goes back to my point. Where's the stick on the Medusa? Where's the ability to be on the tower? Bait them in, turn it around. He just
We're doing
hasn't
it
gone for
again
this
in mid, by the way.
itemization. What the? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
are they
see.
just like jumping into Lorinov's face to get the water rune? And yeah, this time it works out a bit better, especially because Antares and Janta both went for the water rune on the other side. So Janta gonna salve up here and be safe from Antares. If there was a similarly obnoxious UK voice line, do you think it would get used a lot?
No, we don't have years of legacy and history built into the international and Dota history.
Damn.
I think there's something beautiful about hearing, Philippines, and then your mind wanders to the history of teams from that region and players from that region.
True, true. But also, same amount of TI wins, so...
True that. Oh, damn. So good to be as good as SEA, actually. And SA, for that matter. Hell yeah.
True, true. So Cookie into spear potential here, but instead they'll just straight up spear up, so Spire Knight can get away. Oh, no Cookie level. Yeah, okay, never mind. Janta going on a adventure down to the bottom lane. An adventure to kill a Medusa. Only a little bit more damage. She's low. She's low, but is she low enough? Eki and Saberlight chasing under the tower. Keep on going. Hey, look, a wand. Wow, it saved her life.
See? I was confused he didn't go for it. But now he's got it.
Lorinov also misses the 50-50 at mid, so it's going to be an Arcane Rune going to the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, surprisingly, the Queen of Pain wasn't really truly shut out of the game, right, from the blunder. That aside, Tomato is getting dove. Misses his Gorgon's grasp.
Ooh, that's going to be suffer and pain, but maybe a bit of revenge coming through. Immediate TP out from Saberlight, meaning he's fine. Eki, though, won't be so lucky. He'll just goes flying gets away. I'm holding, but unfortunately Stoked is doing work, but that's also going to allow him to deny himself. Thank you, creeps.
Yeah, I'm surprised they just don't have any mangoes. It doesn't tell me how many are in stock, but normally when you have a Medusa lane, you don't often buy additional tangos on the support, you buy more mangoes. Because if you just force feed the Medusa, 2 of them, it does go pretty well. So I feel like just the VP safe lane just hasn't maximized what Medusa can do, right? Bring additional mangoes, start with a wand, build up the charges. They are offering just a lot of aggression for AVULUS to come in without being punished.
Yeah.
But that aside, the aggression, it's coming in, but the net worth doesn't feel too crazy still, right? Yes, all 3 cores in AVULUS are doing better than the counterparts, but the fact that it's still within like 200-300 gold, it's okay. It's not like the 7-minute mark is breaking open the game with some incredible leads, and 1-for-1 on the wisdom as well.
Saberlight has the helm coming out there.
Oh, Croaker and Eki
Tomato.
ganking Tomato, yeah.
Yeah, luckily Fly is here. Should be enough to keep Tomato never mind. Eki is just absolutely destroying this game. Fly should... No, actually, no, he can't. He can't do anything. He's surrounded by wolves. Arbed's here, though, and we'll finish the job. Revved up a Sonic Wave, and then, wait a minute, this guy's on like 100 HP.
Yeah. Oh, and killed his courier too.
Okay. A bit of salt in the wound. Saberlight, though. Popsy Ulti is looking at Fly here. Fly going to go for the TP out, and Saberlight has no way to stop that one from happening, so... Won't be able to get that kill. Although... Running at Arbed here. Arbed has a regen running, so turning this into a play is seeming unlikely, but he does still dodge out the Sonic Wave. Arbed. Ooh, actually... He screams, so he doesn't have enough mana for the blink. Does just about get a blink between the regen rune coming through, and Arbed will eventually get away.
So much like skirmishing action happening. It's AVULUS doing a good job at it, right? The Batrider and Lycan are doing so much work to threaten VP's farm.
Oh.
Well, this is a good thing, right? It's a good change of pace from game 1. In game 1, AVULUS struggled to really punish the early game to stop VP feeling like they could get online and Fly with the Nightmare. Nice body blocks as well.
Doing good.
Dead. Yep.
Janta gets taken down. Meanwhile, Lorinov using the smoke to farm the Ancients. Nice and efficient. Also going for a Yasha, by the way, so... Not going for a Kaya or a Blink or anything like that. Straight in, first item Yasha.
And interestingly, they've kind of done a soft lane swap, where Queen of Pain sat bottom, pushed out a couple waves, Medusa then moved towards the jungle, poking ahead towards mid. Of course, they are going to eventually concede the bot tower, but the last couple of minutes, they Just change up who's meant to be farming where. Lorinov. There isn't a rune here. The rune's actually top.
but
it's a haste rune and Terra's
they do
protecting
get
it.
to kill Fly though, so.
Oh, I'm expecting Fly to die so many times in this game. He's playing into Batrider, Lycan Wolves. He looks for a millisecond. He's going to get Godstrip stunned or Requiem. It's a rough one. Smiling Knight.
Yeah, he's not smiling right now. Arbed with a haste able to come up and link up with the Hack who had the arena available.
You're not the first or not the last to say that one.
It's one of those ones you just get one per series, you know.
That's fair. Is there anyone else in the team? Not really. There's no other. The light of the team. Yeah, doesn't sound good.
Smiling Knight, frowning day.
Oh, you're just doubling down on Smiling Knight. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a team called Sword Dark named after Saberlight once as well.
Oh, Smiling Knight is maybe dead again. Hold.
Ooh. Yeah, the dagger's inside
the
of him,
life drain?
and that
Plug the
means
life drain?
he may well just be
Denied!
dead. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, that's pretty nice. And the spear gonna connect, allowing them to finish the job. The Hack just comes in, grabs it with the God's Rebuke.
Oh, I didn't actually check the cooldown of the Blink of Queen of Pain, but he didn't commit under the tower. He thought the dagger might tick out. He didn't tick out and bought just enough time for Bugner to deny. It doesn't really matter. The fact that Sven died 2 times in a row after a completely free lane. It does feel good to get a couple kills, and there's a massive Lycan problem in the bottom side of the map as the tier 2 at the 12-minute mark. When have you seen a tier 2 tower fall this early? Like, remember the old days? You take a tier 1 tower and you just don't stop with the lads. You just go to the next one. Like, you just don't do that anymore. But Saberlight, he's bringing it back. Tier 2's fallen 12 minutes in.
Yep, the bottom side of the map belongs to him. That is for sure. I'm wondering, like, it kind of feels like Saberlight's been kind of quiet on this team. You know, he's been a team player for sure, but definitely feeling like Team Liquid Saberlight in his last couple of games on a slightly worse team compared to what they were. But now he's kind of this is the first like super greedy game we've seen from him. I'm just wondering if he's going to be doing more of this or what the play is going to be. Oh, Arena coming down onto Smiling Knight, but Smiling Knight's able to get off the stun before the spear comes out initially, but now there's a grip coming down from Fly, but Requiem's going to be there. That will free Smiling Knight, and allows Lorinov to get a couple more raises off, but he's pretty low on mana at this point on Lorinov, so kind of hard for him to keep on fighting. Won't have that many more raises to commit to this one. Stun out onto Arbed. Arbed, though, is turn around and kill Smiling Knight with issues, so an attempt was made, but they just couldn't keep the Sven alive.
Yeah, such a good job at killing him. No, I'm fucking dead. Oh, also, I said life drain earlier. He's still level 5.
How's he meant to do that, you silly sausage?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. Might be because it's the 7th game we've cast today. Might be catching up to me.
Could be. Yeah, one of them was 75 minutes, so
yeah.
We need the endurance. We need to build it up again as we head into the qualifier period and beyond. Group stage period. Eki. He's gone. It's never fun playing this stoked facet into heroes who build blade mail because you're killing yourself and then just go sit in the blade mail and then they're also killing you. It's really bad. I personally don't like stoked.
Okay. It's okay to have the wrong opinion, but it's okay.
I'm glad you said it's okay twice, otherwise I would have thought you were being sarcastic.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That was more for the viewer than for you, Nomad. You know, as one Brit to another, gotta be careful.
Yeah,
where do we go from here, actually?
Roche. Saberlight just feels like he's playing a different game to Smiling Knight at this point.
I think Saberlight's trying to focus, like, this is a pub, right? The Sven's screaming on mic, angry, but Saberlight's like, ignore everything, I can do this, I can do this.
Yeah.
It's like talking to the line of boss. Yeah. It is a really cool Roshan, right? The fact that they've utilizing the raises from the Shadow Fiend, the creep from the Lycan to be able to tank Yeah. Conceptually, very, very cool. And these are the moves you're going to need to make to be able to bring life to the game to enable Sven to farm behind it, right? It's as soon as Lorinov gets the Blink Dagger, they might start looking for some pickoffs. And of course, Batrider does have the Blink Dagger now. So a smoke up from Eki. They want to find a big kill. A Requiem on a Mars or a Queen of Pain. Top net worth in the game will feel fantastic for the side of AVULUS.
Meanwhile, Tomato just kind of farming safely. Been able to have much more of a game compared to Smiling Knight. It's interesting when they're both kind of neck and neck on net worth, but I think that's just kind of how Medusa does it. And there you go. You kill onto Tahak that you were waiting for. Well, it happens. Not even needing the Requiem. Just jump him, hit him, kill him, bop it. And Torres
Twist it.
doesn't really want to show on the mid lane here, I don't think. It's even a little scary for Tomato. I don't fully expect Tomato to survive a Decrepify into Requiem, into Lasso. Except the other way around.
So far on the quick buy, Tomato is going for the build I eventually got to in the end. Was the Manta, Butterfly, Skadi into Disperser. If you can get there, it's going to be great, but so much farm required. Sonic Wave, but Life Drain.
Really nicely done from Janta there. That was really, really sick. Eki was dead like twice over, but Janta's there to give him the heals, to give him the Life Drain, and make sure he survives through that whole Sonic Wave.
There's just no one else there, right? With the with no tier 2 tower at the... Again, it died at the 12-minute mark. Normally, that's just a Mars TP and kill, right? But because the tower fell, so it is really hard to keep that hero alive. Scan connects to VP. They're aware that AVULUS is going aggressive. They've got the hack. Oh,
there
actually,
it is. There's your combo.
Okay, when the fight breaks, we'll talk about the ward. Tomato using the Stone Gaze, running away. Alright. Oh, are they still looking?
Saberlight's not done.
No, he's... What the? Saberlight?
Yeah, I don't think you're getting any kills here, bud. But I appreciate the effort that's being committed.
Alright, look how cool that ward was placed, right? So the one placed by Eki, by the tier 2 Radiant side. Bottom. Middle, sorry. Middle. There you go. If we click on it, look at the vision it applies behind the tree, all the way up here. This is where he was standing to try and smoke break. If you place the ward higher up, you don't see it. If you place the ward lower down, you don't see it. He places it perfectly to see this tree spot, which then gives him the initiation. It is beautiful. Hey, stop sleeping. Chill. I liked that ward. That ward was cool. It's like a matter of a fraction up or down, and you're not seeing all the way over across that tree line.
Yep. It sure did give them the vision.
What the?
You know what I like? Double fluffy hat on Janta. That's what I like.
Yeah. Your HP is your team's HP, so it's good.
I was theory crafting, you know, there's a facet that never gets taken on Disruptor, which means that electromagnetic repulsion can be activated to deal damage based on a portion of your HP.
Yeah.
So I was theory crafting just 6 fluffy hats, run down lanes, and you know, you're nuking people for crazy amounts in the level 1 fights.
Isn't it like 11% or something of his HP?
I've never checked.
Okay. Wait, you're theory crafting a build, boss?
Listen, Dota's a game of vibes, alright?
Ah, shit. Alright, fair play.
Numbers don't help.
So how many times have you done the build?
Yeah, never.
Oh.
I just think it'd be funny if someone from Twitch chat does it.
I respect.
Eki is going to get taken down straight off the bat here, and despite the good arena from Dahak, the Requiem came out, which is going to buy him enough time to TP out on the Shadow Feed.
Oh, he got the root!
Saberlight does get caught by the Gorgon's Grasp, but it lasts like half a millisecond, so he's able to run away anyways. Yeah, that is a level 1 Gorgon's Grasp, so...
But, yeah, Dahak, he had Blink up in a second, but it got cancelled, I believe, by a Lycan summon, which then kept Saberlight alive. There was a chance where maybe if he blinks on top, rebukes and spears it, there was a chance, but still AVULUS. Got to be careful. They have a very slight lead. They've bought plenty of time for Sven to catch up, but saying that, Sven's in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
What the? Smiling Knight, you're not meant to be here, boss.
Bad.
You've got all these camps above you. Look at all these dire camps unfarmed. I was about to praise him saying that.
Camps, but yeah, he wanted to push in deep, get some lanes. We do have a lasso coming out from Mr. Eki, trying to catch out Arbed, but they're taking so much damage in response from this. This ain't looking good at all. They do kill off Arbed at least. Lorenov, is he going to get away? If he survives this one, oh, BKB just gets delivered on the courier, and now he can look for the turnaround, but unfortunately, it's still not really an option to turn this one around. The hack still looking to chase down Mr. Lorenov. Lorenov turns around with a couple of raises. Does he have the damage? He does get the kill. He does get the kill to the hack, but Tomato then takes him out in turn, and that's a whole chunk of gold going to Tomato as well.
Yeah, Tomato is not going to complain at all. He doesn't really care if his team dies, as long as he's getting the streaks. Saying that Fly dies. God, Saberlight just hates Fly. Half the game he just sending units down to kill off the Bane. I mean, Bane does hate playing into any Zoo hero. It does not feel good. Tomato, level 16. Half of a talisman away from Butterfly. In the game, it really is a matter of just wait till Tomato is ready. Give him the farm, give him the space. And they're doing it, right? Arbed on the Quap. With the Kaya Sanch, the Blade Mail, looking towards Veil Shivas. Being really, really annoying. Just getting the odd kill or two. He's 8-2-3. Like, yeah, the work he's doing for his team is giving a lot of life to what could have been a much better game for AVULUS. It kind of feels like if Smiling Knight just didn't die top, farmed defensively, he would have had BKB, then joined his team for a smoke gank. Like, the fact that he dies, it creates this knock-on effect of more mistakes that have occurred. And it feels like the pacing has slowed down ever so slightly for AVULUS. But the BKB is only 70 gold away. And that'll be the time in which you're probably going to smoke with him. You've got an AC on Lycan. Soon to be Blink on Shadow Fiend. AVULUS have so many ways to start a fight and blow up heroes. Just got to be on the same page.
It has been the struggle for them, though, in fairness. Finding the finding the way to kind of sing from the same hymn sheet. It's not that easy. Eki looks over towards Antares. And has more than enough damage to bring down the Snapfire. Saberlight scoops up the kill, the shapeshift.
Smiling Knight jumped Fly, but Fly got off the Ghost Scepter. So God Strength fused. No kill obtained.
Not great. Smiling Knight, he's got a bit of redemption to be had in this game. I think that's how I'll put it. Bit of a debt to his team to repay this one. Another save from Janter as well, doing a great job on stopping this Queen of Pain from getting kills. Middle tower. Hit pretty hard. And here we go, jump in, stun, Lorenov, he's there with the Requiem. The Nightmare's going to save Tomato from a bit of this, but she's still pretty low on the old mana, but in comes a grip, in comes the Stone Gaze. Shining Knight has to run away. Another heal coming out from Janser here as he's also able to use the Crabfly inside of it to try and buy himself some time. Turns around with the suck onto the hack, but Janser
no one's dying
and will likely be the target here. Surely Janser is the one to die.
There we go, finally. Yeah. So many spell used, and it's like, okay, all right, wait, nope, and that's of course where
many spell used, but
no death occur.
No many die.
Yeah. It helps that both teams kind of have the tools to be able to kite, right? You've got the Ghost Scepters on both Bane and Snapfire. Lycan opted to go for an AC rather than a Nullifier. Normally around the 20 mana mark you have that, but saying it, Eki has grabbed Snapfire and can kill him off. But yeah, it's... Of course, I think when Nullifier is complete on Lycan, these fights will look different. Medusa won't die, but then the supports around her will start dropping. They are going to have to play closer to the arena, closer to the Medusa. Utilize the Stone Gauge, utilize the arena ever so slightly more, but yeah. Also, Smiling Knight. God Strength tried to kill Bane, didn't work. Goes mid, jumps in, doesn't kill Medusa. He really is struggling to enter this game. And it is reflecting in his net worth. Like, He's still up there, right? Third net worth in the game, kind of tied with both his other cores. But often in Sven games, they seem to take over the game, right? It's every god strength you're scared to even be near him. This time around, not the case. Maybe he could play more on the backline, wait to see the Wolves show a Bane or a Snapfire, kind of commit on that initiation rather than just blind jumping the Medusa. Could be a better option for upcoming engagements.
Maybe. The information has been really important in this game. I think that's always a underestimated part. You know, you see Eki doing so much work, but it's almost always led by these walls from Saberlight, who's given them the vision and allowing them to connect on these. Spy Knight does get the quick kill onto Antares. And they try to cook up a Requiem onto Dahak, but he is out of there.
Yep.
So no big kill, just 2 supports taken down, but maybe this results in a Roshan for AVULUS here.
So this is just a much cleaner approach to the game from AVULUS there, right? Scout with the walls, find the pickoffs. It's kind of what we expected for the last 6 or so minutes, but it hasn't just connected as well as it could have. It does look like VP might be contesting this. They are in the area.
It's a little late.
It is a little late, yeah. Contesting-ish, yeah.
AVULUS, I think most things have gone to how I was sort of anticipating. I think Saberlight got a lot more done in the early portions of the game, which definitely relieved a lot of pressure on them. But then also Smiling Knight got a lot less done than I was expecting throughout the game, so it kind of balances out. Oh, quick little pause from Iggy.
Yeah, AVULUS have really big item timings coming up soon. They've got the BKB on the Batrider, the Nullifier that we mentioned on the Lycan, Daedalus soon to be complete on the Sven. They are, yeah, very fight ready. On the flip side, Tomato has completed the Skadi. Looking towards the Disperser. It's just ever so slowly getting potentially going to become the raid boss of the game. I mean, for VP's sake, they have to make sure that their positioning is really crisp, right? Like Medusa getting caught, like we said already, there's ways to save her, but a Bane getting caught, a Snapfire getting caught, they are just going to get hundreds of zeros ever so quickly. So Tomato needs to play with the confidence of, I can start the fight, but not too confident where he exposes his backline and then they just feed to Lycan Wolves. It's finding that happy medium is going to be critical for VP's success in the game.
Seen by Eki here, but very quick on that Yules to stop Eki from being able to connect on this one. But Smiling Knight's here as well, and with the God Strength already used, they will cut down the hack in seconds. The supports aren't the only ones who are going to die quickly to this AVULUS squad. Tomato TP's up to the top line where Saberlight is.
Tomato's also walking into all of them.
And as Lorinov is, and as Janter is.
Yeah, okay, the ward's giving it away. He's running.
He's running, but is he getting out? Stone Gaze being used here just in time should prevent Saberlight from being able to chase too easily onto Tomato.
Oh, Baron is dead.
Here. Okay, alright, that's a very good kill in the backline from Abed. Another grip coming down on Saberlight, and Teres is there as well with Abed ganging up. They're going to take down this Lycan. Fly with the excellent positioning, maybe getting a little too greedy, trying to go for Tomato here. This is the hardest hero to kill. If your initiation is not 100% clean, it's not worth trying.
But not only that, they'd used the God Strength earlier to go for the Dahak kill. So they kill the Mars. Sven needs to disengage from the area. And then they're still going for a fight. It's very, very scary from AVULUS. Normally with Sven lineups, it's fight with God Strength or pick off without God Strength. And yeah, like you said, to go for the pick off in that style, it was very, very bold. It did not work out.
I'm assuming this is going to be one of those games which is more kill everybody around Medusa rather than kill Medusa herself.
Yes, exactly that. That is the 100% way to fight it, unless Sven gets to like Daedalus MKB territory. But he's not even looking to go MKB. Like if you've got the way to eat through that butterfly with a Batrider lockdown, it's possible. But yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Terra's with a quick TP home. Bottom side, the hack and fly are being scouted out here. This is kind of how it keeps going, hey? Nice little spear from the hack. Might buy Fly the time he needs to escape. It will. Okay. And AVULUS using those twin gates to kind of storm both sides of the map.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah. Critically though for VP, the fact that AVULUS aren't connecting on big ticket kills is really helping them feel confident. And this is one of those games where Tomato is just gonna have to, like, again, like I said before, his call will make or break the game. Like one bad choice from the Medusa, AVULUS will just delete everything around her. So you got to make sure, like, are you fighting under your vision? Are you smoking correctly into the engagement? Do you already have vision down to make sure the wolves aren't scouting out your supports? Of course, critically, if you're crossing the river, it needs to be under a smoke. You cannot cross the river without a smoke. And the processes that I'm talking about are slowly coming to life here. Tomato pushing out mid. The 4 heroes of VP smoked up. Medusa now probably will go collect the smoke from Fly if he wants to, but interesting enough, he isn't actually collecting the smoke. He's run to every hero other than Fly.
Yeah. Does seem like he just never checked. He was just like, yeah, someone's got to have it. You? No. You? No. Whatever. But I know that the tournament just got taken, so going for a fight after here could be really big. The hack once again, the spear into the arena combo. But a TP out from the Sven. Can they cancel it? Yes, they can. Smiling Knight's in trouble, and he will be going down. Once again, a fantastic kill for the side of Virtus.pro. Smiling Knight being on the receiving end of that one.
I feel like I'm coming to the conclusion that post 20-minute tormentors need to be taken with gems. Like the fact is, there's always like the really good teams always have like a lingering ward, be it in the river to get to the tormentor, at the tormentor in like a sneaky spot behind a tree. But there's always like a bit of vision, and they get contested. So maybe the future of tormentors is just people like really respecting it. As I say, that Saberlight is knocking on the tier 3 bottom, trying to bring some map pressure to the game, alleviate the fact that Sven is dead for 45 seconds. The hack just jumped into the middle of all of them.
Yeah, he tries to go with a spear back. Doesn't really work out for him, though. Will just be giving his life, which is kind of going to make it a little awkward for Tomato to take this fight, but he can still do so. Just run heroes down. No one's really going to contest him here. But it would have been very nice to get that arena down or, get a decent spear back and
I mean, the arena's on cooldown. Yeah, so arena's on cooldown. And also, he was so close to BKB. Like,
just a bit questionable then.
Just a bit weird from the hack, yeah. And also, his team wasn't even there. Like, when he died, it still took like 2 or 3 seconds for his team to then get to the fight. It wasn't as if, don't worry, the hack, thanks for keeping them in this area. We'll then kill them for you. So, yeah, it was a weird one. Luckily, he's not really the win condition in the game. Like, he can die and the game state kind of holds the same.
Yeah.
Also, weirdly enough, he's already alive. Okay, well, there he is. That's how time works, I guess, yeah. I think I'm just looking at like level 24 heroes, 21 heroes, and I didn't realize he's level 17. Like, he is lower level than the Snapfire.
Yes, he is.
Didn't really clock that one, but... Yeah.
I'm not too sure what's going on there, but nevertheless. Aghanim's queued up for Abed next. He finishes his BKB, so we'll be able to be a bit stronger in the next fight. Oh, lasso, but very, very quick Lotus coming out from the Snapfire, meaning that he's not really going to be able to do much to Antares here, but maybe he will. Lorinov comes in, just make sure he goes down.
Oof, Daedalus now on Tomato. I feel like every time I click on Tomato, I'm like, ooh, there's a new item.
Yeah, for real. Last it was Disperser, now it's the Daedalus.
Yep.
Would like to see an axe coming out for him next. Just whether he wants to have it in inventory or not doesn't really matter to me, but you know, let's get these get the Eye of Skadi, the Disperser, the Daedalus firing on everyone.
No, it's a very solid option for sure. The second to that is just buy Rapier. Kill. Oh, wow. What wins? 2 dire catapults or the entire toolkit of Arbed?
AVULUS are waiting. They're trying to see who shows here, but unfortunately it's Tomato. Surrounded by teammates, Eki looking for a target, seeing if anybody could be grabbed here. And yeah, he is going to go in for the Medusa. They're going to try for her. Do they have the damage? Refresher used from Lorinov here. He's got another Requiem coming on out here, and that'll be enough to take down the Medusa. Tomato is dead. I'll go over and catch off the side kill onto the Bane here as well. AVULUS just got a huge break in this game.
What an initiation, right? They get the Medusa, they get the lasso, and then double fear perfectly layered. Right? There is no way to save her. I mean, there's not really much to say, right? They threw the kitchen sink at her and murdered her with every drop of damage they could think of.
And now Saberlight finishes off the Aghanims as well, so they're going to have the Sven with that to deal with as well. It's looking like it might be AVULUS making the big decisive moves in this game and perhaps heading towards a point where Virtus.pro won't be able to challenge them anymore. At the very least, not on the low ground.
I think so, because VP was drifting towards Roshan, but without, like I mentioned, without the smoke, without any kind of additions to kind of fight the vision game of AVULUS. And because of that, they just see them and they're like, oh, well, here's a clean jump. Yeah, it is like refresher reveal, big time, all of this, but
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
we'll see what VP does in upcoming fights to try and deal with that big burst. Can they do it again? Is that a one-time, pick off that you get in a game? You often won't see that exact spell combination happen again.
I feel like we need a blink or something on fly. Yeah, that is actually what he's going for. Yeah. Aghanims purchased from him? Okay.
Yeah, I like the fact that Medusa's thinking about Blink Dagger as well. That is kind of the problem with VP's lineup. If Arbed doesn't blink in first and create a bit of chaos, Medusa is the person up front. And we just saw how they blew her up. So in the back of their minds, it's, okay, who can now stand up at the front of the fight? And Arbed can do it if he preemptively BKBs. Hence, the refresher in the quick buy will be a good option. And the hack just doesn't have a game. Like, he's looking at an Abyssal Blade. Like, potentially, if the hack can get an Abyssal, imagine if he blinks in, stops the Requiem. It could be a good option.
It's a nice spear back, though, managing to catch out Saberlight, but there comes a Decrepify out from Janter, and he's also healing through Smiling Knight as well, but maybe they've got enough to bring down Saberlight. They certainly do. Flies there with the Aghanim's ulti to make sure he dies. The hack backing away. He's actually going to be okay himself. A TP out from Lorinov gets him to safety. So they are going to press the reset button here in AVULUS. They'll only be losing Saberlight.
Yeah, much better this time around there. Kind of holding each other's hands, ensuring that AVULUS don't get this perfect jump. It was such a beautiful spell combination to kill with Medusa, but to replicate that, it is very difficult. It's, like I said, it's normally like a once per game type spell combo. The full Requiem twice, the grip, sorry, the lasso.
Yeah, that's going to be very difficult. You need Fly to be nowhere nearby, and again, he's edging close to this blink, so...
But will the hack just go, basher as well? Like, he doesn't even, obviously he wants Abyssal, but if he gets the basher, goes in a little rebuke, little right click, happy days.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Despite having the Aegis on the side of AVULUS, it is Tomato taking the tier 2 tower down on the bottom side. With Saberlight respawning, it's time to leave. TP's away. VP are out.
This one does have the MKB. I can't remember exactly when he picked it up, but still, going to be very, very good. They have all the tools to get the kill. They just need to find that jump. Just need to find that initiation. Do they have any smokes? Okay, they have one smoke on AVULUS. How many smokes do they have actually after this? Oh, Okay, they have one, and one's coming back off cooldown in 15 seconds. So 2 smokes are available for AVULUS.
So important that they link up with these. Eki leading the charge. He has been so reliable for AVULUS so far.
Can't spell initiation without Eki. In one language in the world.
Here we go. Lasso coming out, and they're getting the target they want. They're going for the Medusa and dragging her right the way back. The rest of the team of VP are trying to come up. I'm not sure there's anything to do. Just so many refreshers. Lasso, Requiem, bye, Tomato. That's how you kill a snake.
And then Arbed using the unlock.
Just singing away in the base. That's huge, though. That's a really, really big kill.
Oh,
I mean, they
Arena?
have the buyback available, and Arena is going to be there onto Saberlight, looking for a bit of a return kill. Arbed's joining the fray. He's got so much damage to offer here, but of course, ooh, in goes the spend, but immediately getting stunned up. 15 seconds left on this Aegis, so doesn't really mind playing around, losing a bit of his health. We'll get it back in a second anyway. A nice try there from the Hack and Antares, but unfortunately not quite enough in the tank, and Arbed not there to sort of follow up on that one.
To be fair, when you look at the death summary, there was a second of gap in spellcasting where maybe the Medusa could have got the Stone Gaze off. But she wasn't able to do it, and another spell combo. I didn't think it could happen again. I thought that VP would maybe adapt a little bit to be able to deal with it. And nope, not the case. AVULUS 2 times now they've been able to blow up this Medusa.
Yeah, Fly still doesn't have the Blink Dagger, so that's kind of like the one combo break they're sort of relying on here. And yeah, again, it's just not quite enough. Antares running forward to kill off this banner. Ready to give his life for that one. 23 seconds, but they want to go for more. What a huge lasso coming out once again. The Mars and Antares both taken out in a blink of an eye. One has buyback, the Mars, one does not. The Snapfire. Now they look for Fly. Fly is gone. It's going from bad to worse, but 3 seconds left on the Medusa. Can they hold for long enough here? The final barracks are remaining as Arbed jumps in, doing a huge amount of damage here. And just sitting on the front lines. There's a grip coming out. Really nice grip onto Smiling Knight, actually, but he's just... No, he's not inside the arena, which means he's dead. Tomato takes him down. 2 big kills from the side of Virtus.pro. This game is not over yet, especially if they can turn this into a bit more map pressure. Maybe get a Roshan. You're looking at something, but the creeps are flooding the base right now. They need to get back.
The fights are so volatile. It really is a matter of can VP set up the containment, right? This time around, the Mars gets a spear on the arena to then enable Medusa to kill off the Sven. The grip as well, like the control is there, but in other fights, the control is just not connecting. And for VP, the 2 mistakes that they've made, one has led to top racks falling, the second has led to bot racks falling. Both times as a result of Medusa getting beautifully hunted to 0 due to Eki. Eki is having a truly standout game on his ability of grabbing the correct hero and bringing them back. And of course, in the previous fight, there also was a refresh shard that he utilized to get a secondary bit of lockdown on the Medusa. Because if he didn't do that, 100% would have been a Stone Gaze. Like, there's so many little things going right for AVULUS to ensure that they are forcing VP to play on the back foot the entire time. And, Bane is dead. No buyback on Bane. At some point, I kind of expect Bane just to sell Ghost Scepter for the Blink Dagger. Oh, yes.
Looking to try to jump here, but the BKB's forced. That's pretty ballsy from Dahak. No arena, no BKB. Just trying to go in and make some space for Tomato to
I mean, that's kind of the way he's been playing on Mars. It's like, jump in, you might hit a spear in arena, but he's going to start the fight and do everything his team needs to follow up on.
Yeah.
The problem is, enemy has BKB and then Mars cry.
Smiling Knight is back. Now they really do have those anti-Medusa options available. Smiling Knight gonna get bitten up now as well. Dahak though jumps in and backs himself away immediately. Just slowing them down here as they try to approach the high ground. Eki always looking. You cannot let this man get off another lasso. You just can't. He will end the game. What do? Eki, he approaches, glitters out. Ooh, doesn't go for it here. BKB even being used from Eki here as well, so a little bit of a panic there from the Battle Rider. It's a smoke from VP. They really want to get this Aegis. If they get this Aegis, the game suddenly becomes playable for them.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
Interesting. I'll get back to this in a minute. Crude picked up by Medusa though, so 5% intelligence on Medusa seems a little bit difficult, but it's not important right now. Saberlight, Smiling Knight, position around the back of the pit, and again, they're going to go Wolf Bite used on Smiling Knight. The Sven Wolf is there. Dahak starts once again onto Saberlight, pushing him away from his team though. It's really awkward and maybe not the initiation you're wanting. Dahak now finds himself attacked by Saberlight. His own Aeon Disc does get popped. He's going to wait. Lasso is there once again. The Snapback caught inside of it. And there's the first Requiem and there's the second. They barely even needed it. The Medusa is dust. Eki. He is just unstoppable at this point.
Yeah, again, I was expecting some adaptation from BP to try and find a way to navigate against Eki, but it isn't to be the case. Eki is just, he's done it, what, 3-4 times in a row, just constantly getting the jumps. And also Lorinov, right, the synergy between the two. You get a lasso, there's always a Requiem to follow up. There's never been a disconnect between these two players, and compare that to VP, it's just not looking as clean. They have the tools, but they're just not able to do it. AVULUS with the Aegis arching down the mid lane. To be fair, Tomato has had incredible buyback discipline, not used it once, and I like his quick buy. He's thinking out Aeon Disc. Honestly, not the worst idea, he says, realizing it might not work that well for Medusa.
So out onto the two of them, and they've taken care of the Bane. Abed, he's still alive for now, though, healing up quite nicely just from the bondage and the blade mail. Tomato having to sit on the front lines here, but again, they're just coming straight back in for Tomato, and Eki's going to be there, but there's the lasso coming up. Oh no! Oh no! That one didn't go well at all. The Lotus reflected, allowed Tomato. Whoa! A huge Sonic Wave coming out from Ahmed as well. AVULUS, 1, 2, 3, 4, all lying down on the ground. Janter also going to get some arrows peppered into his body. Smiling Knight on the run. Dahak trying to find him. Will not be landing that arena. Smiling Knight still running down the river this time, ice-luging himself away to safety, but he shows an award for just a second.
I mean, they finally connected a Lotus Orb, right? And Towers, he's had it available, but Eki's been kind of picking and choosing the correct time to lasso. This time around, he jumps in and gets hit by Lotus. You kind of wish VP had at least one more. Of course, Dahak did kind of go for like the selfish Aeon Disc approach, right? He wanted his own life to live rather than buying a Lotus, but if they had 2 Lotuses, maybe these fights also could have been differently. It just takes one reflection, one Ag's turnaround, especially because it hit the hit Saberlight as well. But either way, it doesn't matter. They're walking up the high ground. No buyback Shadow Fiend, no buyback Bat Rider. But
this is going to be difficult to defend, and yeah, Tomato. Buyback Shadow Fiend comes back. There's a Pugner. That is not the emergency button yet. There's a Lycan. That's half the emergency button pressed down, but they want more. Wait, is Tomato just going for this? Tomato is just going for this. Rapier purchase. Tomato wants in to the Dream League Season 27. Lorenov's trying to stop him, but the grip's going to be there. Tomato takes him out. Die back on the Shadow Fiend. The fortification's
hit the Ancient. Hit the Ancient.
It's not happening. Smiling Knight, Saberlight. They're getting up some of the Medusa. The Medusa, she's falling low. She's going to die. Nobody there to help her. 3 of them down the side of Virtus.pro. It was looking amazing. until it really, really wasn't. The wolf pack descended upon the Medusa, and everybody knows wolf beats snake. It's over at this point. There's really nothing left.
I mean, there's not really much to say. AVULUS, it would if they were to lose this game, it would have felt like they were cheated out of a victory. You know, like the things that they've done, it really feels like it's their game to win. But you know, VP, they tried to all in, it doesn't work out. Now 90 seconds Medusa dead, 80 seconds Snapfire dead. Saving grace of Shadow Fiend is dead without buyback. So if there was to be a miracle, it's got to be now. The Hackbot Blade Mail, okay.
Yeah, attacks there. Arbed's trying his best. Sonic Wave doing work. The Hag playing around on the side here, just sitting inside. Nullification out onto Arbed. Arbed's still fine though. What are we on? 60 seconds? Out there's your lasso coming through once again. Fly is gone, though he does get off the grip with the Aghanims to hold still the one, but the Hack's out and Arbed. He can't do it all by himself. Although, 6 seconds, buyback from the Mars. The Hack gonna hold back the spend. Arbed trying his best here as he jumps around. He's got another Sonic Wave available. Oh, he actually refreshed just before it came off cooldown for the double. That might have been enough, but without the double, it certainly isn't going to be. The Hack dies again, and Arbed will have to say goodbye to this game, despite his best efforts. And it really was a good effort from Arbed. You got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, really good effort, and even at the end, right, to identify the chance to maybe go for the Ancient, right? You see that the respawns are there, but this is the type of game where a lot of questions will be asked, I think, for VP in regards to both play and itemization. They want to be stable, they want to be farm focused, get items on their cores, and then play that way. And for VP, it's just be as annoying as possible, try and get kills, and then will accelerate the ability to think about Roshans with Bristle TA and Tormentors and all this. But yeah, both teams' lanes will be critical going into a very important Game 3. Winner will be the second team to qualify to DreamLeague Season 27. And for both of these rosters, brand new to the region, brand new together, right? Playing together. So getting straight away into a online event will be very, very helpful for the future of the rosters.
Absolutely. Yeah, it'll be a great start to get that experience in nice and early. Do a bit of learning against some of the more established teams. We'll see how it goes.
30 seconds to battle.
So, across the board, nothing particularly exciting happening with the facets. Everything's pretty normal. Yep, all looking good. In terms of mid lane, it's you know, it's the DK versus Puck thing. We've seen it plenty of times at this point, and we do expect the DK to sort of pull ahead a bit, right?
Yeah, that's why you pick DK into the Puck, right? You don't die to the Puck. The key thing is more tower pressure, right? If Puck ever rotates, then DK will hit your tower at level 6. Then if the Ent rotates in, the line rotates in, the tower will 100% fall. So in regards to like the farm between the two, sure, both push wave. Who cares? It's more the objective pressure that naturally DK applies. You know, Puck never wants to lose his tower. The reason why Puck is so good is you shove wave quickly and make moves in the map.
So I have a suggestion for any TO watching, but most importantly, you know, to the Dream League and to ESL and everything.
To the Dream League, yes. Sorry, go on.
To the Dream Leagues, yes.
Yep.
So here it is. Tipping, right? You know, it does nothing in lobby games, right?
Yeah. Are you asking me to back and forth with you here, or?
Well, yeah, you know, I just generally.
Okay, sure. That's how conversations work. That's a good point. Yeah.
You.
No. Okay, yeah. I know how tips do. Yeah, tips do nothing in lobbies. Correct. Yeah.
So what if, right? They did something. What if we just tied the teams actually to their tips and said that actually every tip you give, that's $2 of your prize pool. It goes to the player you tip.
I was waiting for you to say that. And then you make it.
Wouldn't
unlimited.
that be great if knowing that it was actual money though? Like, I just think that would be really funny.
That would be baller. Like, you get a kill and it's like, take my jump change. Here's $5. There's the door. God, it'd be so pretentious. It actually, you know what? Now that I just acted it out and roleplayed it, it made me very uncomfortable. Ugh. But as a viewer, great.
He's so
Doing
good.
it, ugh.
And then you could just have like stats at the end of like, oh yeah, actually, you know, Saberlight actually earned like an extra $40 from this event just because
Oh,
people
I
got
see.
tipping him. So
Yeah, Eki donated his entire prize pool cut
he tips so much.
to Tomato in a single game. He's actually
know
in
what would
debt to
happen.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to pay us. Some players would be like, "Oh, but I'm just used to tipping, so therefore I shouldn't have to." But it'll just be $2. It'll be fine. Anyway, that's my idea of the day. I like this one. I think that'd be really good.
Nah, I like that one. Imagine if after the game as well, they have to like open up their wallets and physically provide the money as well. Same like scrambling, boys. I think we've got a $5, mate.
Please, yeah. Spot me.
I'll get you back next time. Yeah, the biggest loser so far of the laning phase will be the hack. 5 CS to the 14 of Jared, but the wave is on the tower, so we will get 3 more CS, and there is another wave coming in. So I think the CS is a little deceptive. He should be getting to around about maybe 10 after this wave. Oh, well, he missed it. Okay, he'll be getting to 9 after this wave. Sorry, Smiling Knight just tanked like 4 tower hits.
Yeah, he really did. Yeah, he getting a little bit aggressive under the tower here. And that one hurts. Our middle lane, meanwhile, not going that well for an Olorinov to start this one off.
Oh yeah, I
As
didn't
you would
really-
expect.
Yeah, I was looking at other lanes, but he's just getting bullied whilst Eki dies top. And the cookie plus a little shredder.
Called that one.
You get a single meld hit with any of the Snapfire toolkit, and you will be going down. You need to
Gets
make
too
sure
much
that you,
anti-armor.
yep. Of course, you want mana drain, right? But I kind of feel like you're gonna need Hex as quick as possible in this lane. Oh, miscommunication.
Yeah,
Great
yeah,
spray
different
usage from
ideas.
Saberlight,
Good
yeah.
spray. Good spray. Yeah. As you know, Wepass is watching the action happen down on the bottom side, and Terrace just about up. Stoke's gonna get him killed. Kinda did. Kinda didn't. Whatever. It was actually weird. It looked like the attack missed uphill, yet somehow he still died. I don't quite understand. Yep. Magical damage from the attack.
Blood grenade.
Okay.
It's the blood grenade effect.
Oh, it's blood grenade. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll get him. Stoked is a powerful tool, but punishing in certain situations.
I've realized why this series has been like weird to cast, and it's because Arbed is very active on the sprays and I've been conditioned, and also Kadara in the previous series also doing like these 2 players across like 6 games have whittled down my focus, I think.
No, it's jarring for sure, and sort of makes you go a bit insane hearing just the same thing over and over
Yeah.
and over and over again.
'Cause no
which
one else is
makes me
doing it.
wonder, like,
Yeah.
who does teammates have him muted, or are they just like hearing Philippines through their entire day of playing?
I think it's 50-50. I think some players just don't care, and others are like, brother, I've muted you. Because I know, for example, in Stadia, TI, he told me that any player on his team or enemy that used my voice line, for example, he muted. And he didn't care if he didn't see what they typed in the game. He just hated the line that much. It was that annoying. He had to mute no matter what, which was pretty funny. Luckily at TI, people don't really type to each other for communication, so it didn't really impact them.
Dying again here, and Janter is going to be able to secure this power rune as well. It's down the bottom side as Eki just is killed off by Arbed. Janter will be able to leave the rune for Lorinov, who picks it up now, and we'll have that shield rune, which will help the push even more. Already doing a pretty good job on pushing this tower.
This is the effect of DK. Use the catapult, bring the Enchantress, take down the tower. Even though Puck was doing pretty well on the early trades, it doesn't really matter when DK has this inevitable timer on bringing down your tower's HP. He doesn't take it with the first catapult, but still. to take 2/3 of its
Ooh,
HP.
he's going for the wisdom here.
Ooh, yep, nice little contest. But VP also are contesting the other wisdom, so potentially still will
Okay.
be a 1-for-1. Oh, the hack is not looking up. Run!
He's like,
Yep.
you know what? I'm good. I'm good. You guys take it. Down on the bottom side, meanwhile, Sableye, I think he just has to back himself away here, though he does. No, he's got nothing left. He needs to get the kill onto Antares and then leave, but he's actually going to be okay.
Yeah, he's not dead. He just stood still.
Yeah, apparently that was the way to get out of that situation. What do I know? Lorenov and Eki, though, looking to chase down Tomato here. Tomato going to try and slow him down with the trap. Realistically, they don't have that much of a threat. Although, ulti now available from Lorenov, though, so maybe that's something they want to play around with. Let's see if Eki can get in any sort of position to help out.
Of course, one thing that you need to be careful with AVULUS is early tower progression is very scripted, right? Has DKU's ultimate? Is he hitting the tower? And at some points, like you already mentioned, like the snap, the puck, when they combo up, they will be getting some free kills. And ooh, Eki tries to go for the stun onto Abed, but does not connect.
And Eki says that they've got a ward, but they don't. It's just Abed being that good. Actually, no, they do have the ward, it's just a little further up than he has been. Abed's not that good, as it turns out.
F, yep, that's true.
And here we go into the tower once again. With a creep from Janta, they'll easily be able to take this one down. No contest available for the puck.
Yeah, if Fly had some more XP, then it would be a completely different story, right? Like, having level 6, second dragon form, you get the kill on DK, you really hurt his game, but Lorenov, he identifies the fact that Snapfire isn't really that leveled and can pretty much do whatever he wants at the moment. Yanta goes behind the tower bottom, and Towers is currently on the wave. We'll be able to Firefly to the right-hand side, use the high ground, low ground to just buy some additional time. And intrigued to know what the Huck's going to do with his build. Suddenly, like, not the best lane. He's got double bracer, brown boot, but after treads, what will he do? As Smiling Knight actually does kill the Batrider. Kind of went on a wander and just walked into the gyrocopter and died.
Yeah, that can happen, I guess. And Teres, he's had a pretty volatile game so far, 1-4. But not the cleanest performance as of yet.
The offlane just has
a lot of
struggled,
counter
right?
damage back in mid. Yes, it has.
Like, Tomato's done well, Abed's done well. Sure, losing his tower, we expect it against DK, but the combination of the Hack and Antera is just 5 deaths between them. Not really been able to do much. Again, Enter Gyrocopter, it is a very strong lane, but they have not been able to stop the bleeding as of yet.
Being very efficient on VP, though. Making a lot of stacks and farming up. Just trying to get what they can out of the map. They know they're going to have to turn around and fight this AVULUS squad at some point. They're just trying to bide their time until they get there. Batrider. Wait, did Antares actually take these stacks down here? Not sure. The Hack. Oh, this hurts. He should get out of this one, though. I don't think they'll be able to kill him off, but yeah, he was looking. He was playing fielder there, trying to see if the Hack would run in a straight line, but he didn't, so they won't be killing him. Lorenov, though, will be killing the tower, that is for sure. Well, the Fortify used. There's heroes coming over. Fly, Abed, looking over in the direction of Eki, and he's just going to get taken down immediately. AVULUS, they get the tower, but now they need to get out. Double snap coming out on that Kisses. Look at Moradov. He's falling so low. He's turning around to stand his ground. Kills him Antares, but does die himself. Fly gets 2. Sableye comes back in. Takes down 1. The Hack's already dead, though, but Fly, he kills off Smiling Knight as well. There's only 1 hero left on the side of AVULUS, and it is Sableye, and he's being chased. Tomato, though, stuck on the tower. Abed doesn't really think he could do that much more to Sableye here, especially with the uproar stacks he's got, so Sableye will be fine, but it is still a really, really good response from Virtus.pro.
I mean, the combination, it finally came into play, right? The coil into the Kisses. Also, Bristleback Games get the additional kills off. You clump up, VP, they're going to be able to show you how much AoE damage they have. And it was a little delayed, right? Due to the way that the early game has been played out, the kills AVULUS got. The XP was a little lacking for VP, but saying that, Lauren just respawned and...
Yeah.
Wait. Hold.
Hold.
Holding.
Heals from Janta.
He's dead.
Nope.
He died. He just died
Careful,
bottom and
catch
died
him.
middle. Yeah.
There you go. You can finish your point now.
Thank you. That's right. Back to you, Nomad.
Thanks. Well, it's a 1k goal advantage. 8-8 is the scoreline right now between these two teams. You paid for all of your CP. You're only using Edge of it in this thrilling conclusion to the DreamLeague qualifiers today.
Do you know this is our 12th hour of casting today?
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah. It was a fun
Some
fact. I
pretty
just
big
looked at
breaks
the
in
time.
between, but
Yeah, I mean, sure. It's the same as saying that you got 50,000 hours in Dota, but then secretly like 20k's main menu. But you know, you can skew the numbers a little bit. It's okay. Luckily, I got to play 2 games. Oh, I only played 1 game. Damn it. That's
unlucky.
a shame. I only played 1 game today.
Radiant are scanning.
Itemization-wise for AVULUS, is there any timing to them to look at? DK just completed a Blink Dagger, and Saber this time around is looking just to rush the full BKB, so there won't be any double Blink action from AVULUS to lean on. The key initiator will be Lorenoff, and after that, Primal Beast will onslaught in. And they are grouping up. Eki has the smoke, nowhere near his Blink Dagger, as Arbed gets another kill into the unlucky spam. Excellent work, Arbed. It was a shame you weren't at TI. You would have done wonderfully. For the voice line.
Indeed.
I hope the goblin laugh came through. It kind of made the joke, but if it didn't, what can you do?
Yeah, it's a bit of a slow pace towards this mid game. We had a very lively laning phase, so you know that's all right. But now that all the tier 1 towers have been taken, Lorinov is left without a purpose on this world. He's a man who's done what he came to do. Another smoke. This time from Eki, immediately popped onto the Batrider, and the Batrider is quicker. Eki does not get off that Hex in time, and that means he will be going down. And all smoke up from Fly and Arbed. Fly knows exactly what he wants to do. Find more kills with these kisses.
Yeah, Mortimer Kisses is online, and yeah, such a great spell in the early game.
Oh yeah.
But the scan does connect, so AVULUS are aware.
Yeah.
You know what's weirdly poetic, by the way? The item that we desperately wanted to hack to buy in the last game is the item he's buying first in this game.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's also good this game as well.
Yep, it's very good. To combo break the Lion, the Primal, even sending back a rocket against Gyrocopter, it's a really slow projectile that comes in. You'd cast Lotus at any point, send it back. Now Gyro's got to think, do I want to BKB this rocket? Can I kill the rocket if I see it? Like, it's all these small things. No, Lotus exceptionally good this game. Even the Dragon Tail from DK. You put it on your Puck. Puck is going to play with so much confidence.
Is under attack.
So no, I'm a really big fan of the Bristle going straight for this.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And haven't really spoke up Tomato too much in the game so far, but top of the net worth, 9.2k.
Is under attack.
Quite a decent chunk of gold ahead of the Gyrocopter. And we'll see how AVULUS want to navigate this portion of the game. They do have BKB on Primal Beast. But the fact that Eki doesn't really have a game, Gyrocopter still in his farming pattern, there's a little bit of a disjoint on the AVULUS lineup of who wants to fight, who wants to farm. It's not as if there's 3 to 4 heroes all on the same page right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Tomato is disconnecting.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how Eki got here, but
He walks there aggressively with
yeah.
nothing else there. No.
In true Eki fashion as well, he's still got the back from hell buff, meaning that he died less than 90 seconds ago, so and was already this deep into the enemy side of the map.
And he's going to go to hell and back when he dies in a second or two. The fact is that he's run here without TP as well. Like, he's just full sent. Like, I'm going all the way here. And like maybe he finds a hero, but normally this is a play that you make against cores that play, like farm on low HP. But running into a TA with refraction, not the best, but
Yeah, that hero doesn't farm on low HP, but looks like he's managed to navigate his way out of this one, and is going to be safe and sound after all.
I mean,
A
half the
happy end for
problem.
Eki.
That's the half the thing why Eki can play like this is because he's got a couple years now of this gameplay. But in the back of the head, it's like if you see Eki, it's like, do I want to kill Eki, or is his team behind him? So he can make more aggressive plays than other players because he's kind of conditioned the entire scene.
Saberlight by Antares, and the damage coming through from Timado is going to be enough to kill him along with Antares here, so that's a pretty big death. I wasn't watching that one. I don't know how Antares actually found him there.
Well, Blink is quite a fun little thing, plus trap vision.
The trap he was on, maybe? Yeah, perhaps.
He actually didn't take any damage from a trap, so it was... Again, I didn't see the initiation, but the fact he didn't take trap damage, I would assume at some point he walked over one, and then Antares just jumped in and was like, "Yup, this is my time." But again, I didn't
or
see
he
the
tried
full...
to cut the wave, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. I just didn't see the start of it.
No, either way, he's dead. And, not much is going to change that, but we'll talk about it so long he's actually back. So he's heading up to the top lane. No BKB available, though, so kind of surprised that Saberlight's still looking to play here. Feel like you just want to wait that extra 30 seconds for your BKB to come back. And then you can look to make some moves. And yeah, I see exactly what the call is as well from them. Hacking themselves away. It's interesting how much Saberlight values the rock on Primal Beast. Something which I think most players sort of undervalue. Don't care too much about, but Saberlight physically buys himself the shard.
It's
Pretty much just like
exceptionally good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It enables you to push waves. It enables you to have additional stun without you needing to waste a critical mobility spell like Onslaught. We saw in the last game when Saberlight was chasing, it actually allowed him to catch the hack. They didn't get the kill, but he has the rock. So yeah, I think the Primal Shard is probably, like, if you want to think about like shards that aren't respected, it's probably up there. I think a lot of players might go, yeah, it's like a B tier, whatever, but honestly, it's like a strong, hearty A tier. You could even argue higher if you get into the groove of using it, as Yanta does get jumped mid lane, but with the cooldown of Smiling Knight is able to deter the aggression. Yeah.
Pervis plus a bit of overwhelming, or a bit of nature attendance and overprotective wisps. And Yanta's going to live through the whole thing, come out the other side on full HP, and Antares is the one who dies instead. Unfortunately, Dahak just not a very useful ganking partner for Antares. Dahak just not really doing anything at this point in the game, besides stacking up some quills and trying to run people down. But
yeah, I am surprised they went for that.
He's an enabler.
Yeah, but I am surprised they went for it. Right? It's like if your fly is not there, if TA is not there, the big burst damage isn't in play. Like Arbit is great control, but you need +1. Batride is great control, but you need +1. And that +1 is either Vulnerable Kisses or TA, like I was mentioning. But that aside, VP are just really happy at sitting in this farm game. They are looking to get just a spot tank here. Of course, Crimson Guard is a very good item this game to mitigate a lot of the flak damage from Gyrocopter. Dahak was thinking of going for Shard, but did pivot. Now he has a Vanguard. And with a Hurricane Pike complete soon on the TA and a full Lincolns at the near 20-minute mark for the puck, you would expect VP to now think themselves, like, can we smoke? What heroes can we find? Of course, the Gyrocopter still doesn't have BKB. So that is a pretty good target to go on, right? One lasso, one coil. He will get 100 to 0'd. We'll see who wants to go in first. And AVULUS there, the aggressors. Still no blink on the Lion, but with Lauren off inside the smoke, he can start the fight. But they're quite disjointed right now. The DK and the Lion, they're by themselves compared to the rest. And Lauren off.
Ooh. Overblinks there a little bit, but still managed to get the catch, but now lassoed up and taken down by Timado, doing so much damage to him. He's forced to BKB and back himself away. Janta trying to come in with the heals, but it's not really doing a whole lot. Out there in the backline, maybe did deal with Eki. Yeah, Saberlight. I mean, his BKB is still up, but he doesn't have the most Yeah, mana to work with here. Never mind, he's got Soul Ring, but
All team.
didn't find the initiation.
It was a kind of a weird smoke though from AVULUS, right? It's the Lion and the DK by themselves. The rest were not near the map. They're also smoking right next to Roshan. So if they don't get a kill and they die, they give away a free Rosh. If they do get a kill, then maybe they call the rest of the team over. But to two-man smoke through the middle of the map, like it was very, very ambitious, and it didn't work out. And VP will capitalize on that. Putting the goo, putting the TA, plus a little shredder. Roshan will fall. And now Tomato has an Aegis to play with. It just felt like such a forced move. There are some damage problems for AVULUS now at this stage of the game, right? DK, with only a Blink BKB to his name, isn't really contributing a lot. And the same thing with the Primal Beast, sorry, with the BKB only. It's once he gets the Blink Dagger, his positioning will help him. Ideally, I mean, in this game you want Ags, you want Shivas. There's so many items that you want, of course. It's unrealistic to expect them at the 22-minute mark, but the longer the game goes, Saberlight will just get happier and tankier.
Happier and tankier.
Our scanning.
That's all the hack.
Is under attack.
Yeah, he's
We'll
pretty
see where
tanky.
they both end up. Yeah.
Radiant
I
structures
don't know if he's happy, but he's tanky.
It just seems like a haunted man, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, along those lines.
is under attack.
I don't know why, but
Not
like
wrong.
certain players, like they have like auras, right, and vibes. For some reason, the hack just gives me like disgruntled. Like if you do like a one word, I'm like, yeah. Again, good Dota player. But just something about the way he plays. Yeah, it's just like,
Oh yeah, it's the way he plays, the way he interviews, you know, he's always got the world on his shoulders.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
oh, they're going up to the high ground. 23 minutes. They forced a wave in. They're looking at mid. They're looking at bot. And they have the Aegis for 3 hours. They got the Aegis for 3 minutes. We'll see what they can do with that. That'd be an awful patch. You take Aegis. Yep. Sorry guys, we've got 3 hours to use this bad boy. No rush. They are very ready for this. They got the Lotus, the Crimson. Really nice positioning from the hack. Just hugging this tree line, making sure he's in position to press the utility on the T8 if required. But they take the wave, they disengage. They don't want to overplay their hand. Again, it's not really seen anymore of the the 20-minute high ground pushes. Nowadays, if you are to be at the tier 3 at 20 minutes, you just tickle it a little bit, you force heroes back, then you sweep to the other side of the map. You take over the triangle, you take a tier 2, and then you can kind of continue these motions and prepare for upcoming events like Future Wisdoms and kind of the next round of neutrals. But yeah,
Do you have a future wisdom for us, T? What do you think's going to happen in the future of Dota 2? What's your future wisdom?
Ogre multicast will one day get removed.
No, say it's not true. Eki, gone down in the middle lane as well. 2 tragedies happening at once.
Dude, if that actually happens in the next patch, I've got no defense.
They'd never do that to Ogre. That's his whole thing. Lorinov getting kind of blasted here. BKBs to try to get away, and he's actually going to be able to survive this one. The Kisses, they're doing a bit, but not really finding their target. Abed will be able to back himself up. This a very confused Rocket will eventually collide with Abed's Lincolns.
Radiant's top tower is under Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning.
Well, Gem now picked up on the Sapphire, sweeping across the map, ensuring that they can de-ward, continue to choke out, and AVULUS, they try and leave their base.
So
I hope to find something.
Saberlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, polarizing the Aegis holder. Maybe not the ideal target, but they'll be able to get the return kill onto Fly regardless. Smiling Knight turning up and dealing a decent amount of damage, and they do get that first kill on
Blink out.
Tomato, who gets a blink away just in time. The Haxel on him as
Just stand
well.
still.
It's just too much, yeah. And now Lasso coming out onto Eki. Eki's going to get taken down. Tomato dealing the damage. Smiling Knight, though, still doing a lot here, forcing Tomato out. This might just be AVULUS' fight. The rock, it collides on Tomato. Tomato can't get away. Uses the invis. Can he actually survive this? Okay, all right, pulverize.
Blinking one.
Loader, so he blinks away. No way. No way. Does Tomato get out of this one? You are kidding me. Abed gonna get stunned up by Lorinov though. A nice blink in catch out from him. Abed does go down for I believe the first time this game. The Hag maybe in some trouble as well here. The Rocket's gonna connect. Tomato, does he want to come in and help him out here? He's gonna try his best, try to threaten here, but is it wise? Fly is there. Throws in the cookie. Tomato down to the low ground. Keeps on standing his ground.
Refraction.
Keeps on fighting. Smiling Knight is so low. Another load is coming on down. They're both gonna die. Smiling Knight and Tomato both to fall. Another cookie's kiss is coming out from this one. That allows Fly to kill up Lorinov as the pulverize not gonna come through. To hack. Can he actually
Another
survive
cookie?
this? He is. Fly is there once again, throwing down the heels. Fly doing so much as Janta just tries to leave. There are no more stuns available, so Janta gets out, and Terra is trying to chase down Eki. Eki makes it out as well, though. I think just about every core except the Hack dies in that fight.
I mean, the fight started in such a beautiful way, right? The Hack's in the middle of them, literally standing still with Lotus Crimson, like, guys, try me. And then it took AVULUS a second, like, wait, let's ignore him. Then they they wrapped around him, got to the back line, started breaking down VP's lineup. And after that, they go back to the Bristol and go, let's give it another, good try. But, Fly coming in with the shard cookie, keeping it alive, constantly kiting. Yeah, they did such a good job at prolonging that fight. And, AVULUS, don't go on the Bristol, kill everyone else. That's a really good idea, but the fact that TA was able to sit right on the steps of the jungle and there was no detection. So she just waited and then got given Lincolns, blinks out. All these things to buy more time. Bristle buying time, TA buying time, no detection. Fire, Snap Cookie, let's say the full name, why not? With the shard buying time. And just AVULUS not have the damage. They had moments of, brilliance, but just not enough damage. Whew, that was a fun little fight.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was very long as well. We had like 2 rounds of kisses. The support died and then came back into it. Very entertaining. Yeah, ultimately, I don't know how much it affected things, really.
I think, if anything, VP are comfortable with if they initiate, they get kill. And for AVULUS, they're like, we need to do more kiting, right? We need to try and poke out the core. We need to force TA to be in a bad position. And, critically, Smiling Knight needs more items, right? If you are to find heroes, there just really isn't that big damage dealer at the moment.
Janta gonna get all gooey in the bottom lane.
I was waiting for the carry to shine into Hack once more, and it is the Hyperstone.
There we go.
There we go.
I swear, guys, it's an AC, honest.
Yeah.
Oh, Lasso out on
Lasso.
Saberlight. They're going to try and grab him. Lorinov tries to go with the stun. They force stuff him out anyway, but Saberlight doesn't really mind. He's happy to be on the backlines like this, trying to get off some damage here. Doesn't have Pulverize right now available, so can't lock down Tomato too much, who realizes this, turns around, and starts throwing some hits back the way off the Dragon Knight, taking him out. Tomato slays Lorinov, the Dragon Slayer himself. Smiling Knight getting himself back with the cover of the BKB, but using the BKB to back away this defensively is surely going to result in some lost barracks here. Bottom lane starts to crumble. Tomato doing the work that's needed. The Hag backing him up as well. AVULUS, they do return to the area. Firstly to clear out some traps, then to get gooed upon.
The hardest thing for AVULUS is like, they can't kill the Bristle. But if they can't kill the Bristle, it means they're getting gooed up to get to the TA. And when they get to the TA, can they even kill it? Like, it's just the TLDR. 0 damage on AVULUS. Plenty of control, plenty of ways to make the fight feel like it's lasting longer. But yeah, you got Ag's BKB on Gyrocopter with a Shadow Blade. Like, there's no Crystallis, there's no Silver Edge, no Butterfly. There's nothing where Smiling Knight will inspire his team to rally around him. And with the lineup they have, he needs to be the damage dealer. Like, it's, yeah, a really kind of conflicting mid game for AVULUS, where all the heroes seem to be on slightly different stages of their heroes coming online.
Lasso out onto the gyrocopter, but a little far away from his team there, Antares. He got the shard and was ready to go. He's like, hell yeah, let's napalm some stuff.
He's playing like Eki did when he first entered the scene. You know, Eki nowadays he's perfected the initiating role.
Well, talking about initiating, they managed to grab the bristleback here as well. Still don't quite have that break available, but they're still going to kill him off regardless under the cover of the BKBs. And the rock collides with the Snapfire, and Fly is likely going to die as well. Just kidding.
No. Lotus Cookie and a double 4-staff, and yeah, my guy is living.
They pop all of that grab, all of that attention onto the bristle. They don't have anything left.
That was the silver edge reveal on the bristleback, so pretty good there. And on top of that, Barrett is by himself, just jumps into the middle of 5, grabs the gyrocopter, and kind of opens up AVULUS to go for the fight, right? And
yeah,
VP, they have to be careful. Like, sure, they're 16k gold up, but you know, when we mentioned damage problems being an issue for gyrocopter, what happens if another bad fight happens and suddenly he's got 1 more item? A second fight happens, oh, now he's got 2 more items. Those problems won't be there anymore. Roshan respawns. 20 seconds for Bristleback to be alive, and he also is 100 gold away from the AC. But they're in the area. Fly doesn't have the Monomer Kisses for 40 seconds. They're gonna need to try and delay this.
Fly's on the case. Oh, Abed getting in. Oh, he gets
it!
He gets to the Aegis! What a steal from Abed. He has been stellar throughout this game and continues to deliver for the side of Virtus.pro. Janta is going to get killed off as they look over towards Lorinov as well, but he's popped the BKB to try and get himself away. The coil does connect onto the gyrocopter under the cover of invisibility. Is he going to be able to get out of this one? Abed keeps on chasing, will not let him go, clicking and clicking and clicking until he goes down. Smiling Knight is dead. And that might be it. Yeah, tip this man, give him your change and the rest.
That is exactly what you need in that moment. There was signs of life for AVULUS. They felt like they were, you know, getting into groove. They got a pick off. They go to Roshan. It felt like it should be their Roshan, and yeah, the only hero that could have done that still was the puck. And Abed, in the clutch moment, steps up, gets the Aegis, and now they're straight back down the mid lane.
He's going to be roasted. Immediate buyback coming out from him. What can he do? Without their gyrocopter, not a whole lot. Another lane of barracks is going away of Virtus.pro. And now they move over to the top side. Lasso out onto Saberlight, trying to take down the Primal Beast. Kiss is coming through over the top as well, but he does get off the upper on the BKB, so he's okay for the time being, and they've silenced up the puck. Abed could be in some trouble. Pulverize comes down as well. Abed does die. Immediate buyback, though, from the puck. Tomato trying to stand his ground versus Lorinov here. Lorinov has to back himself away. Nothing's going to kill him off here, but he is forced back to the fountain for the time being. Tomato and the hack will relax a little bit, but that's not to say they're going to stop pushing, that's for sure.
They're going high ground the flag as well. Or the Russian banner. I keep calling it the flag, but it doesn't matter. Smiling Knight walks in with the silver edge, but only using it to get to the banner.
Alright, take a breather.
Kill and then disengage. Yeah,
the Aegis was immediately popped on Abed, so they don't have that to play with. So they are chilling out a little bit. Abed's buyback maybe a little bit forced, I would say. Let's see. What do they want to do on VP? Do they want to keep on pressuring here at the top side? Do they want to split up? It does look like the call has been to split up and farm for now. Find their timings, find 1 more item timing each, and use that one to put an end to this game. 22k.
Knowing AVULUS, I mean, they're the ones going to leave the base, right? Normally, when you're down this much, lost 2 lanes, you play a little bit more cautious. But that's not the AVULUS playbook. They're still leaving. They're still hoping to try and find something. And VP, they've clumped around their tier 2. Is it an indication of a smoke? Doesn't seem to be the case.
A dangling smiling knight here, like a
There we go. Yeah.
tasty, tasty cookie.
Smoke used now. Tomato show middle.
Smoke used from AVULUS as well. But immediately will be used here. The lasso onto Janta. Oh my god, Lauren actually doing tons of damage, but Lauren himself takes far too much. He is out of here. Tomato, Fly, they're taking them down from the high ground, but do get 2 at least. The hack is out of here as a stun catches up, but that doesn't really seem to matter. Smiling Knight, he's trying to stand his ground, but absolutely cannot do so. Tomato just way too damn strong, and that will be it. GG is called, and well, Virtus.pro, they will be heading to DreamLeague Season 27. This new team, shiny and new, will be going to play in the big leagues on the first big event of the year.
Yeah, I mean, with the caliber of players that they have on the roster, it is expected that they should qualify, right? Maybe it could have been through the lower bracket.